Good morning. How we doing? We got a new painter. Hello. We have knights. Look at them. They're so cute. Little baby knights. So we're gonna work on those today. We've got a Squeezle. Hello. Mousebait, thank you for those bits. I appreciate it. We've got weights in mind. We've got a Sly in a food coma after big dinner. We've got Caesarean Squeezle. Hello. We've got a Scott. Hello. How we doing? I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I don't know. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. But we have knights to work on, so we're going to work on these. I did some airbrushing to get us started. These are going to be House Caesarean to go with my big boy, my Legio Krytos. So this is my War Master. And they're going to, I guess, in the lore, they have fought together. So I decided to rock the yellow and the black. But they're going to go together and eventually get some games in. So that's the plan. I've got the War Master, the Warlord is done. I've got 2 Warhounds that just need to be magnetized. And then I can call them done. And then I do have the little tiny knights too. I don't remember what the chassis is called. Just the regular duders. It's War Master on desk. That's okay. We're all gonna get ready for Adepticon next time, right? And I've got a beat up noob before that too. So these knights are needed. What are you guys up to today? Sounds like Mousebait working on some roosters. What have you guys got? Noob, how was the weekend? We've had a nice nerdy weekend. We Curse of Strahd. We finished. We wrapped up our campaign of Curse of Strahd yesterday, and it was pretty fun. Our little group. I won't go into like story spoilers, but basically we got all of the things, all of the items we needed to make the fight not too bad. I don't want to say like super easy, but not too bad. Yeah, so we definitely stacked the deck going into the final stuff, and it went pretty well. So we did that, and we grilled out, which was really nice. People play this game? I know, we're gonna join the dozens of people, noob. Dozens of them. We're gonna play this game. Stomp with little titans. Let's see, I've been learning a lot about menopause recently. Implemented a menopause policy at work. It's no joke, that's for sure. I am glad more companies are doing more things for that time of the month as well, because that also blows. Dozens of us, Big Boss, how are you? Welcome in. How are you today? We're working on some little tiny titans. Because they're cute, and it's Sub Sunday, and that's what you guys voted for. So you guys decided, finally let the knights have a chance here. You guys voted for these guys, and then next Sunday, we're going to work on some Skaven. That was the second one on the poll. So you guys are keeping me on track for this backlog. I appreciate it. So that's what we got. Candace, welcome in. How are you? Wait, someone says, it's too darn cold this morning. I had my AC configured for hot temps. Now rain and cold. Spring's weird like that, isn't it? You guys get the kind of the roller coaster weather too here for a little bit. We have those where we have that cold front come back through, and then it's like, it's chilly for a couple days, and then it'll warm back up into like the 80s, and then another cold front will come through, and it's just kind of weird for a bit. Period policies next on the list to navigate the next month or so. Just get people to play the play the crunchy Tiny Titans over the Imperialis Tiny Titans. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Welcome in. How are you? Okay, underside of that. Okay, so for this, if you guys are not familiar, this is basically the color scheme we're rocking. We've got black and yellow halved, and then they do a silver trim. For things like the shields and things, we'll come back and have those as well. But right now, it's going to be a lot of trim work and getting all of the metallic frame kind of worked up. So I'm just going to keep on cruising here. Ghost Talks, we got Tiny Knights. How are you? We got our little Lancers. The Lancers are probably my favorite knight. I think they just look sick. What's everyone's favorite knight? I need an injection of oomph to get stuck in those Fusiliers again today. Well, we'll be here for a few hours. If you want to come paint along, Sly, we'll be here. Let's see, who's building some... Creature Caster I've had in boxes for years. Nice. What, which ones do you have? Do you some of the big ones or some of the new smaller ones? What are we rocking today, Hoot? Oh, it uses different rules. It is a different system, yeah. I didn't know that. I assumed they integrated. No. No. Look at Nikki taking another loyalist color like yellow and twisting it for her chaos perversions. Always. Always. Speaking of. Wasted mind. Okay, you're both here, so let me back up. Friday, I got the Chaos Knights. I took a big photo and I basically sent it to the client and was like, okay, before I do clear coats, anything else? So while I was waiting, I went back to Thranduil, and I got a lot done, honestly. So I got a lot of his base kind of combined. I was working on the poor little... I found out it's an orc back here. So I've got that in the heads. Those all worked up. I worked on this tree for a while, getting that worked up. So he's getting close. I'm going to try my best to get him finished up here this week. I need to still do face. I need to do a bit more on the base. And we got to add some snow. So that's where I'm at with him. And then I also got the lion out. And figured out that the problem I had with the lion was the same we had with the Kingdom Death Lady. It was just so much purple I was getting lost. So I put the black in. The cloak is going to get airbrushed for the black, so that is separate still. But getting him together as well. So that was my Friday before I wrapped up for the weekend. So those are my kind of focus projects for this week. I'm excited to dive in more. Yeah. Now that the nights are getting close to handoff time, I can focus on them some more. Raven Lord, welcome in. How are ya? Midnight, huh? Wait, Friday night? What's up? I missed something. Sorry. Don't care for nights except on horses. Don't care for the little ones. Pay my nights in house. Vernie colors because they're my favorite. That's the pretty green, right? I think that's right. It's building a Lady of Corruption at the moment. I collect the mid-sized ones. I'm a hobby grumpy nowadays with models more than like 40 pieces. It's a nope, that's fair. That is the lion. We are taking the lion for a custom chapter. So he has been purplified. I'm going to custom chapter him up. The Wasted Mind has a custom Marine Force. So we've done a few projects for. We did some Terminators. We did the Sakarans, Leviathans. So if you've seen those that we've done, it's joining the same force. With purple. Lucky, I paint. Let's go, Sly. Let's paint. Anyone else doing some hobby today? What have we got, chat? Today after stream, I need to do, like, laundry and that stuff. But then I did go ahead and download Fallout New Vegas because the show was making me want to play it again. So I don't think I actually finished it. I think I played a fair amount way back. I don't think I actually finished it. So, the plan. I'll probably fire that up later this week. As much as I love Dragon Quest, I'm having a hard time just like binging through it for some reason. So I think maybe if I start up another game kind of on the side, kind of switch between them, maybe that'll help me out. And I think I want to play New Vegas again. It's been a bit. Honor first, welcome in. How are you? Don't worry, the lion about to be legends. Wait, actually, GW already did the 10th edition rules. You sat here for a bit. Sat here for a bit. Let's see. Big Boss says, maybe a bit of hobby. Going to see Windrose in New York. Yay, dwarf metal. Let's go. That'll be fun. Hell yeah. Enjoy, Big Boss. That sounds fun. Let's see. I was working on Malifaux. Wife was crafting me doing the crochet thing. Love that. Those days where you can kind of like hobby together are the best. Those are my favorite. Like, one of my favorites right now is when Scott's up front playing, like, Final Fantasy, and I can be out there and either playing Dragon Quest or reading along. Like, just being together but doing our thing. Those are the best days. Slice says, I've managed to get my new Elden Ring character up to 38 now. I'm so sorry you lost your character. Did you do the same build, or did you try something different with this new one? I'm sorry, Slice. So I would signs say in Fallout New Vegas, go north out of Gut Springs. In a bit. I will fire that up probably later today. After I get some stuff done. Yeah, I'm excited. It's Tiny Nights. Exalted, hello. How are you? It is Tiny Nights. These are gonna go. So this is House Caesarean to go with Legio Krytos. And if I can get these, I have some little warhounds that I need to magnetize their arms. And then I have some of just the regular knights too. I don't remember what chassis they are. But I have those. And then that'll be my force for now. What are you up to, Exalted? Tiny Knights. I never finished New Vegas. It crashed on me and borked my save. So I got frustrated, went into some other game. Yeah. I also never finished New Vegas. I got stuck in a section, just never came back to it. Uh-oh, have we all? It's a canon event. Hey, Epic Danny, welcome in. There are mods that help with the crashing issues. I might need to look into that. I'm glad you said that. I don't have any mods picked out just yet. Maybe I should grab a couple. At the very least to help with crashes. Yeah, welcome in. How are you? It says I also never finished New Vegas. I got the NCO armor from the bunker. I felt accomplished, so I stopped after that. Well, dang, maybe we all need to go back and finish New Vegas. My goodness. I feel like Noob is the only one in here who's finished it. Slice is taking a similar approach with melee heavy two-handed build, but approaching the game quite differently. I'm trying to min-max, just going around the zones, exploring until I've done everything, then moving on. I hope you enjoy. My favorite part of Elden Ring was just the exploring. Just like, that over there in the distance looks cool. I'm gonna go wander up to it. That was like so rewarding. I also have a yellow knight, red and yellow. Which yellow did you use? I used just Uriel yellow over white. I tried the magenta, like, trick. But I don't think I thinned my yellow enough. So it didn't quite come through, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I did Uriel over just white. Hey, Nick Jam, welcome in. How are ya? Okay, yeah, you came in as I was talking about. So yellow over white to get it nice and bright. How are you today? Let's see. Epic Danny also finished New Vegas way back when. I did the free agent house NCR ending. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, 2 people have finished New Vegas. The rest of us are slackers. Plainly, insanely UK. Welcome in. How are you today? We've got Lancers. These are gonna go with, for everyone coming in. I have Legio Krytos for my Titans. So here is my War Master. And then here is our little knight. So they have fought together in the canon. I decided to go for it. I don't paint. I mean, we paint a lot of Imperial Fists for commissions. I don't have a lot of yellow in my armies, so it seemed like a fun way to bring in some more yellow. But right now, you catch us. We're just doing some trim work and getting the frames started. Welcome on in. How are you? I don't like mods. I shouldn't need them to play the game. Bless Bethesda. Mine seems so complex, though. I got used to Steam mods being super easy. Having to do a bunch of stuff just to mod New Vegas just scared me off. That's fair. Sometimes you just want to sit down and play. I get that. Use the same Uriel yellow. Same brain cell. It's a nice yellow. It takes a little bit of work to get, like, nice and bright, but a little bit. But I do like it. We're all equally confounded by yellow. It's all good. Yellow's a tricky one. I had a lot of questions about yellow. Yellow and white are always the ones. Usually orange, too. I think orange is a color that not a lot of people use. Getting it, oops, kind of requires the same, a little bit of setup to get that yellow, or orange where you want it. The best part of Elden Ring is the screaming. So much screaming. The walking into a new room and the what the heck. Up a new bat, welcome in. Looks nice to get some nice Titans there. Thank you. I hope I can play or paint today. You trying to go up to the store to get a game, or welcome in? I hope you can too. Big Boss says I'm going to House Mortimer because it's silly. Why is it silly? Sorry, I don't know that house. What have you got? Well, hello! Tiny guys, none of you can ruin this for me. Look it, we got 2 tiny knights to go with, well, not tiny, our big titan. Big boy. Big boy. What are you up today, Will? How's it going? I'm trying to get all the frame and the trim all started here. which after doing all of it for the big chaos nights, I think I'm good on nights after we finish these little cuties. I think I'm good for a bit. House Mortimer is a rogue trader era one. Oh, okay. Their sigil is a Tyranid bioform. Biscuit, welcome in. How are you? Yeah. Inflation's hit the Imperium hard. Look how small this knight's is. It's shrinkflation. Right here, Biscuit. How are you? Welcome in. This is all they can afford now to send. You gotta send the little ones in. If you don't have to do anything, you'll ruin it for yourself. Scott Wright. Scott Wright, though. Ooh. Pick a letter, V or P. If you don't, whichever you type next will be the answer. Oh my god. I think that's, yeah, P first. No, please, chat. Don't leave my marriage in shambles, I beg you. How is Cass doing, actually? Is she doing okay? With the poison ivy? Yeah, what's everyone been up to this weekend? We had D&D and grilling yesterday. It was great. And then we ended up finishing up the Fallout show, which we enjoyed. Has anyone else been watching Fallout? I think the fact that it was kind of a different story and different characters just in that world worked really well. I'm glad they did that. You're preferring Cassidy next to Defticon, Will. Rose's gonna come do with me. Yeah! Let's go. Yeah, no spoilers, but what do we think of the Fallout show? I enjoyed it quite a bit. I watched that, and I also started Kaiju number 8. Started yesterday. I've been reading ahead in the manga, so it was fun to see the first episode. So I've been playing Pokemon Sword. I haven't completed a Pokemon game in a long time. He's gonna need another non-Warhammer spouse to hang around. Because I need everyone to give me energy to time travel into September. Ravenlord already set for tattoo. Are you glad you did the consultation rather than just hopping in with an appointment? I guess is my question. I did the opposite and I just hopped in. And I think if I had to wait, I would be a mess. Are you glad you did the consultation? Watch the first 2 episodes. It's been quite enjoyable. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? What you up to today? We are working on Tiny Knights. Trying to get the rest of this frame here together. Got some more trim to do up top, but it's gonna be a lot of metallic work here for a little bit. I feel like that's basically what Knights boil down to, is a lot of metallic work. Rise, welcome in. Hello. How are you? We got Whittle Titans. We got Little Lancer Knights. These are gonna go with my Legio Krytos. So I saw Avian and Mouseplate played some Titanicus at Adepticon, and I really want to get my stuff together and give it a shot. Especially when we're not super feeling 40k at the moment. Want to try some other systems. Plus, they're just fun to paint. These little kits are great. If you've not painted any of the Titanicus stuff, like, they're just fun. It's a very good idea, since I'm a little particular about how I want it to look, and I worked out as the rough sketch is almost exactly like I imagined. Perfect. Glad to hear it. Glad it worked out. But now the wait begins. I've got to figure out how I want my next one to work as well. So I'll join you. Ooh, cute. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Pretty good here. Pretty good. We had a nice nerdy weekend. We got to grill out yesterday. It's been good. I'm totally not feeling the weird card again. You just got some stuff, didn't you? Reminder, make sure we're painting as we go. I'll do it. Paint as we go here. I think we're gonna wait for Gen Con before anything else. Yeah, there are a couple things I didn't think about. Wasn't sold at first. After I explained why, I'm super down for it. It's gonna look so cool. I think having the artist kind of approach it with their style too, and yeah, adding the things that maybe you don't think about is really fun. Just fun to be like, all right, this is kind of what I want. Now you run with it, and then seeing what they bring back. Love it. I think that's my favorite part, is like the first part of like my actual appointment when she comes out with the sketch is always so cool to see, like how she has decided to approach it and how it'll work. Well, I'm not buying it now. This is it. Wait, ain't too bad. It means I have time to put money aside for it. It's gonna be 3-3-hour sessions. Also, and this might be a good thing too, it's after summer, or I guess tail end of summer, because you don't want to be out in the sun with your tattoo, which is the hard part about getting them in summer, is that if you don't want them in the sun for like 6 weeks. So it might be good planning anyway. Dalton spending again, Mikey. This week, I know I mentioned Thranduil and the Lion. Thranduil probably won't come on stream again, just because it is a lot of the smaller stuff and the snow, and I just want to take some focus time to make sure I'm getting him finished up. The Lion, I think I'll have on this week, and then I definitely want to bring on our April challenge, so we are going to have some Malifaux on stream this week. I'm going to bring on my Drunken River Monks here at some point, so that may be tomorrow while I get the cloak airbrushed, and then we'll bring on the Lion on Tuesday. I think is my plan, but I definitely want to work on some more Malifaux this week. Turns out they're a little familiar with Warhammer, so that's how... Wait, somehow what got them into DBZ? How did that work? How does that work? I do love finding, like, the overlaps in, like, fandoms. So, cranking through the Nephilim. Got a few more minions done. Big cruise, but it's gonna be a labor of love. I want them to look my best. Swamp Fiend have gators! Gators! That is fun. You're right. That is fun. I'm excited to work on some more Malifaux. It's been really just a nice break from all the Warhammer. And then we'll get back to Raddies next Sunday, so that's exciting too. It's been a while since we've worked on some Raddies. That's what I heard, yeah. Even though I'm pretty much a secluded hermit vampire, being able to not worry about so much is a nice timing thing. Yes, it is. So I think it kinda works out. Speaking of spending, with recent good news of women custodies, gonna be making Egyptian catgirl muscle mommy custodies. That is a sentence I had so much joy reading. I saw, I think you and Will talking in the Discord. Yeah, we had a female custodies in the Codex. What do we think, chat? I'm pretty stoked. It's pretty cool. Maximum Pink, welcome in. How are ya? Your nights were so fun, I decided to start some tiny ones of my own. How are you today? Muscle mommies are a go, that's right. Let's go. Let's go. Is there named female custodies? There is. So in the Codex, and I don't remember, I'm sorry, what her, like, rank was. But she is mentioned in the Codex. So that is super exciting. Watching the Twitter meltdowns is almost as good reading the stories in the Codex, right? Pretty great. Pretty great. Oh, is there two in the new Codex? I just saw one of the screenshots from the Codex. So I knew one. I didn't know about two. Going well. Start my day off with muscle mommies. It seems the best way to start. We were talking about the new Custodes Codex has some lady custodies, which is great. We love to see it. Make sure Will knows that half the custodies is buying from me are muscle mommies. Hell yeah. That's like, actually, they're all are. Pretty great. All right. Very cool. Just started Alpha Legion Army. Maybe I should have done custodies instead. What'd you up to today, Maximum Pink? The other thing for these guys is I kind of want to find something cool to do with their lances. I saw some do like a little bit of OSL. Trying to decide if I want to do that for these guys. I think I'm gonna kind of leave room to do something maybe after stream. These guys will work up pretty quick, so I think we'll... Alright, I'm gonna switch brushes because the entire back of him is just silver. I don't need that little tiny brush. Is it too lewd to do a trio of the JoJo Custodies as muscle mommies? That would be interesting. You'd have I guess I'm trying to think what else you would do to make them stand out as such. Not sure, actually. I say do it though. JoJo ones are fun. Who doesn't want to be stepped on by a 9-foot-tall gold-plated muscle mommy? Exactly. Gotta make sure paint up some orcs today. Just seeing the updates. Codex looks great. Gotta make sure Mazar are gonna lead a painted unit instead of gray. That's always, I think, like the biggest motivator. Is like getting to play a squad on the table. That's always the one that gets me. I'm like, alright, next game. You guys can't be gray anymore. I need you to look cool, so you do well. Guy with a smile, welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're working on some tiny little knights today. These are gonna go with my tiny titans for Legio Krytos. This is my baby. All worked up. Got 2 warhounds I need to finish. I have 2 more warhounds that I just need to figure out where they're at. They're in sub-assemblies, I set them aside, and I just need to see where to pick them back up. Maybe we try and get that figured out this week, too. I would like to not be crushed to death. I shall just join them as a fellow muscle mom. Wonder if we're gonna have some kind of representation mini form. The new female custodies would be cool. I think the thing I just keep thinking about are the badass female Stormcast, and I feel like a badass female custody would be... I feel like that would be worked on at the same time, right? Or similar time. I feel like chances are pretty good. What do we think? Maybe there is one waiting for us? The War Master Cyrus Jack, welcome in. How are you? That's yeah, let me show you. I know you like the Titans. Let me show you my baby. Here he is. So I've got Legio Krytos. I have this and a Warlord done right now. There's my baby. My baby. What are you up to today? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Exalted, I have 2 more Warhounds and 2 Dire Wolves tomorrow. Hell yeah. I really want the little Dire Wolves, but I feel like I have to play a game first to make sure I like it before I spend too much more money. The Dire Wolves look so cool. Being crushed to death is the new Imperial truth. Yes. Being a Custodian and new Sisters of Silence. I hope Sisters of Silence get something. Something beyond the, like, 5 poses they've got. I hope they get something. You got that, you've got a character, and you've got the very strange transport. I hope they get some more stuff. Wonder if they're getting female Space Marines eventually. I hope so. I hope so. I was close to buying some more Warhounds. Oh, in town today? I resisted. How many would you want to take, Exalted? As you've played more. Is there like a mana pool or something you'd want to fill out? I'm assuming there's one that's like, oops, all Warhounds, but I don't know. Speaking of, I'm going to turn that Stormcast Angel into a Countess. Oh, Trajan. I like that. Sisters of Silence of their 3 units. Yeah, what more could you possibly want? KT, welcome in. How are you? We're working on some tiny knights today. How are you? Let's smooth this out a little bit. Alright. I feel like the shield's kind of in the same spot as the spear. No, we'll just go and pick. I really love what Scott has done with his Lancer, with like the plastic in between, but I'm not going to worry about it. I feel like this could potentially get some OSL, but for now, we'll just go for it. Imagine their female space marines. Pretty sure that heresy would never happen. I'm here for all of it. Gimme. Gimme. Fine, thanks. How's you? I'm working on some Gene Stealers and a Broodlord. Nice. I am good. Yesterday, we finished our Curse of Strahd campaign, which was really fun. Our group definitely stacked, like, every good item we could have, we had. So it wasn't too bad. It's very weird now not, like, having a campaign. But it does mean we can do more of, like, tournaments at the game store, open game days, stuff like that. So we did wrap it up, which is nice. But weird. Plus, I have four fully painted you can take. But you can take a Maniple, the Avian with Zuzan, where they're all Warhounds. Okay, I think a max of 5. That would be... So I think Avian had a mix. So it would be the Dire Wolves and regular Warhounds. I like the Sisters Silence or Acceptable Custodian's level unit. Acceptable Custodian. I don't know what that means. I wonder if the shipping culture in 40K is getting even crazier. People talking about Gaiman and Brain all the time just because they talked in a book. Shipper's always gonna ship, man. It's crazy to watch sometimes. Shipper's always gonna ship. It's kind of nuts. But fun, right? I mean, it's all made up. I can make up stuff. An EGW team with Bandai do Gunpla style War Master and Heroic Scale. That would be pretty sick. Be pretty sick. I just need more. Well, it's like, I don't care what I can take. I am gonna take. I'm gonna take this, this, and this. And then we're all just, like, cowering from an Exalted at Adepticon with his 26 Warhounds. I respect it. Respect it. Alright. I think we got all the metallic. A little hard to tell with the bright lights above me. And reflections and things, but I think we've got it. I'll at least get the back half of the lance, I guess. I was gonna just wait, but let's just at least get that. It'll just be up the front that we're doing anything cool with, so I'll go ahead and do metallics. Though I guess even if we do something cool, it'd be over metallics, so. Base coat it is. We'll figure it out later. Why do people ship a Grandmaster and Custodian? Because they walk past each other on a battlefield once it's meant to be. How could it not? How could it not? Let's see what else. Yeah, Start is fun. Watched Fallout. I told you guys I've got New Vegas downloaded again. Anyone else playing anything fun right now? What games are playing, chat? I'm a little annoyed at myself for not being able to just, like, sit down and keep playing Dragon Quest. But I can play for, like, an hour or two, and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do something else for a little bit. And it's slowing me down quite a bit. And there's something about it, which is weird, because I like the characters, I like the game. But for some reason, I can only play it in, like, 1 to 2 hour little spurts. Alright, I think we're good. Let's move on to second night. Let's do it all over again. New RimWorld DLC just dropped. I heard some streamers talking about that. What do we think? Mageson, hello? Is he still Master playing? Oh, a stupid amount of Star Citizen. Have they added some new stuff for Star Citizen? Still Helldiving, love it. Love it, love it. I also kind of want to start like a smaller indie game. Kind of as I'm working through the other games. I don't know what it would be just yet, but I want to start something smaller. I'm finding in general, I like more of the, like for games, for painting, really smaller projects where I can just knock out something quickly. Feels very rewarding right now, so I've been trying to find more of that. Which night house is this? Is House Caesarean, and they have fought with Krytos in the lore, so I decided to just go ahead and go with them. Paint scheme was cool enough. Hello, Bumblebee Knights. Yeah, House Caesarean. Looking into Playout 76 with the update since release. Want to check it out? I like. Obviously, 76 at launch was rough. I know that it is free with, if you have Prime Gaming, you can actually get it for free through there for Windows. I think for free, yeah, probably still worth checking out. I know Scott was on it for a little bit. It still doesn't sound like it's something for me, but Scott was messing with it too. I think for free, definitely worth it. Going through my backlog of anime, but also watching X-Men again. Last episode of 97 broke my soul. Let's see, for Star Citizen, there's an event on and a major patch of Soon TM. Gotcha. Yep, we're all familiar with Soon TM. Okay, cool. My friend Slam here in chat did play more Star Citizen. I don't think he's been playing lately. So I would kind of see updates as he was playing through, but I don't get a lot of updates now. He and one of my D&D friends would play it. And it was always interesting to like hear about the events and the updates and things, but I don't think I've heard anything in a bit. Let me catch up here. Not a gamer, I still play the game all the time. This experience is playing with friends. I also play with randos all the time too. I think having sorry, which is confusing me. Titan, welcome in. How are you? Mini night morning. That's right. We got some tiny nights. How are you? Pickup and Hall is working again. It's mine. Oh, for mods. I says I have it. I'm probably gonna grab a server and just play it solo. Maybe invite some friends. There you go. There it is. I was so confused. Matt Wood, thank you so much for that sub. For 6 months of support. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Sub Sunday? So we sub. Thank you, thank you. How are you? How's the weekend? I was confused because Twitch gave me the banner without showing me your sub. And I'm like, no, he didn't. What's happening, Twitch? Now it's all caught up. We are working on some little Lancer Knight to go with my tiny Titan. A lot of mine are combat related, run and gun, combat extended. I need to probably look at some of that today. But yeah, anyone else playing anything fun right now? I think I also need to decide for... I still kind of want to play Dragon's Dogma, but I feel like I should probably wait for a sale for it. But like, I'm interested. I feel like maybe I wait. Or at least play through Fallout first and then decide. Since that will take me a good chunk of time. Oops. Let's see, trying to think what else we got going on. Speaking of subs, we are now at, I think when we started stream, we were at 86 of our 100 for Partner Plus. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone who has subbed, upgraded your sub, switched over your sub to a paid sub, all of that. Thank you so much. We're really, really close. So once we get that unlocked, that will unlock May 1st. And I will get the better sub split with Twitch. So thank you everyone who's done that. We're so close now. Danny says, I'm so torn now. All this talk. I want to play New Vegas, Elden Ring, or back to Pokemon Shield. Just play them all at once. Yep. Sorry. You have to now. Sorry. Norman, welcome in. How are you? How's your weekend? We're working on some tiny knights. We are doing trim again, because that's just how knights go. It's just a lot of trim, a lot of metallics. Oh my goodness, things are happening. Okay. Twitch is twitching. Here we go. Epic Danny, thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Thank you for the support, especially as we go for that Partner Plus. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You get so many little emotes now. Play Fallout first, then the fan-made DLC for Fallout 4. Oh, Fallout London that comes out on the 28th. Oh. You know, I heard about that, and then I kind of forgot. But now that I'm in a Fallout mood, that's kind of exciting too. I feel like we wasted most of today chilling, but coffee is coming, might paint later. That's not wasting. You were resting, recovering, getting a break. I say that because I have to remind myself some days that resting and chilling also needed. Yeah, I did the thing. Thank you for doing the thing. I do appreciate it. Marvel Lurk would like to support streaming. Thank you so much. And thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to hobby with us. The Titan says I need to get back around to playing Tears of the Kingdom. Sounds like you had started it then. Just have to get back to it. Those big games, it can be tough. It can be tough. Enjoying good conversation. Look at you spinning around. I love the mornings when we can hop on here and talk about TV stuff and video games. And the other one I'm like doing a lot of is I've been reading a lot. I got a Kindle a little over a month ago, and I am now 2/3 the way through the last book of the 3-Body Problem. And like my new favorite thing is just like window shopping for books. I've got like this giant list of books I now want to read. So that's kind of the other thing I've been doing when we're chilling. Let's see. Blood Angel's Command Squad stares at me to paint them. One day they will paint themselves. It's not this day. Well, whenever you're feeling it, we're gonna be here for another what? Couple hours? If you want to come paint with us, we'll be here. Let's see. I had like 2 or 3 of the first major temples. Gotcha. I'm gonna try and read the first book of the Wheel of Time series. I tried to a while back, and I had a hard time. I do wonder now, like, once I get more in the habit of reading, if maybe I should try it again. Who else has read Wheel of Time? 3-Body's very good. I'm on Death's End. Yep. I really loved the first book. I'm not going to do any story spoilers or anything. I really loved the first book. I thought the second book was kind of hard to get through. Until the very end. I feel like 3's kind of between the two. If I had to rank them without spoiling anything. But we're cruising through. Gotta re-up on Wednesday, I forgot. Please, nobody gift us up. It won't count for the goal. Nobody gift us up to me, says Rice. Thank you, Rice. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're so close. Let's see, too many TikToks of the series. Oh, now getting the same for the Fallout series. I bounced off Wheel of Time. There's a lot of lore dumping. From what I've seen from people, it seems like it starts really strong, and it seems like the middle gets a little tough. And then obviously it gets finished up at the end. Picks back up. Is what I have heard, and it's a very long series to kind of commit to that, I guess. I enjoy 7 Eves if you've not. I have not. I will keep that in mind. I will add it to the list. I think the next book I want to read is the same author that did The Martian. I think it's Project Hail Mary. I think I want to read that next. I just keep seeing that it's really good, and I need like a standalone after finishing up a series. I think that's what I want to read next. No, Times looks awful. Oh, we're talking about the book series. Not the show. Yes, Big Boss. That is the author. Thank you. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. But apparently that one's supposed to be very good too. So I think that's my next one. I want to do like a couple standalones and then... I think that's the hard part with liking fantasy and sci-fi is so many of them are series. So I've got Mistborn I need to read. I've got I need to get back to The Witcher. I only got about halfway through the series. Finish that up. But so many of them are just these giant, very epic series. And it's like, I want to read some other stuff before I dive back in. And that becomes all of my time. My time working at a bookstore still in green. That sounds like it would be so nice, honestly. At a bookstore. Warehouse, welcome in. How are you? Exactly, Epic Annie. I need to do that and get back to it. I was really enjoying it. It was just, again, I think I had read like 3 or 4 back-to-back and was like, alright, I need something else for a bit. And then I just haven't gone back. I need to do that. Mistborn's so good, but so much. Because that's the thing, right? If you like Mistborn, then you've got to go into, like, the Stormlight Archive, and those giant books. But yeah, it's all these, like, just giant epic series, and I think I need to read a few little things in between here before we dive into another. Because the 3 Body Problem books are not small either. I think 500 to 600 pages. Reaper's making coffee. Good morning, good morning. Hope you enjoy your coffee. We're just doing trim again for our second night. Talking about books. In the Discord, we were talking about some of the Warhammer books. I didn't realize that Kingmaker was by the same author as Infinite and the Divine. So I want to bump that up too. I really enjoyed Infinite and the Divine. Another book series I need to look into. I really like it. I started with the games and then decided to read the books. And they're very, very good. For reading, I tend to like worlds where it's a little less magic, so a little bit, like, what would be called low fantasy. Witcher's really nice for that. I love Kingmaker. I need to bump it up my list, because every time, like, Warhammer books come up, it's been recommended. And then I didn't realize it was the same author, so it's like, okay, now it's, like, double recommended to me. I need to bump it up the list. I actually refound my Infinite and the Divine. Oh, art print! That was in one of those past Black Library art collections. That's cool. I was thinking about starting A Way of Kings, but it's 45 hours on Audible. Yes, it's a very big book. Very big book. I also have it, and it's intimidating. It's intimidating to me. But I've heard it's so good. But it's a commitment. Let's see, what other models to paint that aren't Warhammer? Got commissioned to link or put in the Discord. Probably the Discord would be easier. What you got, Rise? I mean, I probably won't buy anything else just yet, but I always like to look. Painted So, Damaged Carbine, welcome in. How we doing today? Saving the best for last with my generator in the video. Yes, you're in the video. Chat, did you get to see everyone's Marches projects? You can see Painted So's generator and all of the March projects on YouTube. So let me throw that in the little chat. New video, if you guys want to go see all the March projects. Awesome job, everyone, for March. We had so many miniatures painted. Yeah, like I mentioned, I never realized it either until we've got them all together, rounded up for the showcase. It's so many minis. Good job, everyone. Hear good things about Brandon Sanderson. Yes. The fact that he has written so many books, it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Because I didn't realize how many, like, one-off, I guess, with the, like, secret projects that he does. He's got so many, like, one-off projects, too. So many books. You just have to watch the whole thing. That's right. Here's the Kickstarter for the minis. Yeah, I saw those. In the sub lounge. Cool. I will take a look here after stream. Cool, cool. How are you, Nick John? I'm pretty good. We had D&D yesterday. We watched Fallout. And now I get to paint some Tiny Knights. So I'm pretty good. Getting Big Chaos Knights finished up is exciting. I love getting projects back home. Bees! Thank you so much for that sub for 4 months of support. Do you like my Tiny Knights? Look at them. We're cruising along. How are you? How's your weekend? Thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. Finish the curse and still more to do. Curse of Strahd is now wrapped up. Yep, we did it. We did it. I was telling chat, our group kind of stacked like all of the items that could help us, so it wasn't too bad at the end. The one part that kind of sucked was my little rogue had, the suggestion? I don't remember which spell it was. But I had to beat up on our ranger. I had to beat up on my friend for a little bit, which sucked. Because I was doing stupid damage. And yeah, that was bad. But other than that, it went pretty well. I think that's Scott's favorite thing to do, is just to turn party members against each other. Because that's how my character died in a campaign, as I got Disintegrate to the face. So from our sorcerer. So I think that's Scott's favorite thing to do, is to just turn the party on each other. CV says, finish the story. Oh, for Rise of Ronin. What did you think, Bees? Started watching Fallout. I need to watch more of Rise of Ronin. I was like kind of interested just to see how it was, but I have not watched any yet. We're still dozens of sessions away from finishing. We're playing a lot, but so the one thing I do wish about the campaign is I wish the rest of the party was more comfortable like RPing and stuff. Our group's not real heavy on that. I wish we had done a bit more of that, but because I think that kind of campaign is perfect for it. So I think that's the... I don't even want to say it was like a regret. It's just our party was not set up for more of that, if that makes sense. That's not what they kind of focus on. So like I would play Strahd again with like a real RP heavy group. You headed out, Rise. Have a good one. Get some sleep. We'll catch you next time. Bye-byes for now. One of the games my group is going through... Oh, Descent to Avernus. We almost had a TPK if not for creative healing for me and our paladin. Uh-oh. We have an interesting class there. Or quote, paladin. I tried to DM Avernus and I had a rough time. I didn't feel like... It just doesn't give much investment to the players. I didn't really feel like their story. Obviously with probably a more experienced DM, it's a little better probably, but as my first DM experience, I did not enjoy it. Which is a shame, because I really like the setting. No, I know Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, for PS5. Game is really good. I was kind of on the fence about it. No, I know the game. I just haven't watched, like, streamers play it. I, like, meant to, and I just haven't. I don't think I've seen as much of it as some of the other games. So I don't know. I didn't see as much hype for it as some of the others, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I wasn't sure what it was like. We're going all out with that. 3 or 4 with complex backstories, 4th hitched onto a ride with one of those. So much stuff happening just because we are a bunch of idiots. Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing. I would play it again with an RP heavy group. It's like there's so many opportunities to do things with that if that's just not the focus, then it doesn't quite come up. It was one of those where we would like try in the beginning of the campaign, but it was clear that they were kind of uncomfortable doing some of it. So it's like, all right, well, all right. So he's a multi-class warlock paladin. Don't ask me how that works. That sounds complicated, but if it works, it works. That sounds like it get really nasty as I sit here and think about it. I had a warlock bard for a bit, and I really enjoyed her. I feel like if you go warlock, you kind of have to dip into stuff. All good bees! Ghost of Tsushima's better, but Rise still holds its own excellent open world game. Rise of Ronin got overshadowed by Dragon's Dogma 2. There are just sometimes with games I wish... Like, obviously, I know why it's not, but I wish it could be split up a little bit, you know? When all those games drop at once, it's tough. But I know the developers probably feel the same. It's not fun releasing on top of each other. I wish there was a... I wish there was a better way. Because I would like to play all of the video games. But when they're on top of each other like that, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Well, good. Glad it was good. Glad you enjoyed it. I think that's another one where if I see it on a sale, I'd probably pick it up. Check it out. Tim the Sorcerer, welcome in. How are ya? Look at my tiny knights. I'm trying to get through all of the metallics here. We have a lot of base coating to do. What are you up to today? We were talking video games a little bit as you come in. What you been playing? Rise of the Ronin. We were talking about reinstalling Fallout. Apparently none of us have finished Fallout New Vegas. Like a whole 2 or 3 people have actually finished New Vegas. Which was fun to see. I feel a little bit better now about it. This next time, though. Yellow and trim, 2 of my favorite things. Modded Minecraft lately. Good times with friends. It is insane to me. The Minecraft's still going strong. That's so crazy. Glad you're enjoying. Hey, Draco Donut, welcome in. My cat shoes are very colorful. Thank you. I am working on a full sleeve for Dragon Ball. So there's all my boys. How are you? Welcome in. And so we played another campaign through Out of the Abyss. We have 3 clerics, a Boombarian, you heard that right, a mage, and myself as a kobold warlock. My daughter's really into Minecraft right now, Carbine. I don't think I'm creative enough. I like Minecraft for a bit, and then I get kind of bored. Oh, Carl, the kobold warlock. My first D&D character was a kobold sorcerer, so they have a special place in my heart. Her name was Yap. And she believed herself to be the chosen of Tiamat, but she didn't know what that meant. And she was with a good party, so that was fun to navigate through as well. They surprisingly just took her under their wing, and they're like, "Yep, you sure are, little champ." And that was that. She didn't know what any of it meant, but she was convinced. She was fun. So the color looks so settled really well on them. Glad you found the skill tattoos. Yeah, I'm very, very happy I found my artist. Her color work is so good. I need to make a command here for chat so you guys can get to her Instagram. Next time I get an admin day. Well, thank you, Paint It So. I need something other than monster. Chat reminder, get some water. Bees as a Minecraft, I just like dig holes. I do the same, bees. I pick a direction and I just go. I just go exploring and I just keep digging. And that's about all I do, yeah. It's great. And then you can find my path because I've set up like little tiny emergency bases along the way. That's how you can find me. But that's also all I do. I build things too big and then fall to my death. Yeah, chat, what Minecraft player are you? When you go into Minecraft, what are you doing? I feel like this is like a personality quiz of types. Like, what do you do when you're in Minecraft? How do you tame a horse? My green energy juice is just fine. Make sure you hydrate. Get some water. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. That's right. You killed the spy chickens! Oh my goodness. Let's see, damage carbines, finding iron, diamonds, emeralds, treasure hunting, right off the bat. I am definitely the explorer and getting lost. And then having to find my way out of the giant hole I've fallen into. Or out of the cavern I found. That is me. What do I do when I play Minecraft? I die. I die a lot. That's freaking normal. I'm mostly dying. That's my plan. Let's see, build and build and build usually. And then I'm halfway across the map. Let's see, I place torches 3 spaces apart and just cover the largest possible area with them. Gotta be able to see everything, right? Because I mean, thinking about like the last time I played Minecraft. I think the last time I played Minecraft was actually on the PS4. Because my friend Danny loves Minecraft, but would play on her PS4. So we hopped on and played with her for a bit. I think that's the last time I played. It's been a while. The big Cerastus have oval bases, but the small ones have circle bases. My OCD is unhappy. Yeah, it is a little weird having them on circle bases. Alright, did we get shield still to do? Anytime I'm getting tired of doing the trim. We're gonna switch to probably some edge highlighting here in a moment. I'm really glad we're working on these today. Thank you, chat, for voting for Tiny Nights today. This is... As much as trim can kind of be a, I don't know, tedious thing, it is nice watching them come together. These night steers are another commission. These are mine. These are my babies. They are going... Oh, sorry. Let me back up. So we are doing House Caesarean. They go with my big titans, which are Legio Krytos. And here's one of my babies. This is the War Master. Magnetized. I've also got a Warlord done and 2 Warhounds really close. So those will be mine, and I want to learn how to play. Because they're fun. I think you painted so. Yeah, we painted him a little while back, so I guess some people have not seen him just yet, but thank you. He was a lot of fun. I really love the Krytos color scheme too, so they're just fun to work on. Like that really pretty green just, oh god, just doesn't get enough use. So it's nice to have a kind of a fun color scheme to work on too. But yeah, these are all my babies. Epictetus has also dove into DMing. The group, 3 barbarians, 1 half-orc, 1 Goliath, 1 fairy. Fairy artificer who lost their legs in an explosion. A gnome who acts like a dwarf, and a ranger that hates trees, and a life clerk. That's quite the group you've got there. Yeah. Quite the group. I was trying to figure out what I want to play next. Part of me wants to play, like, a battle master fighter type. I kind of want to try monk again, even though I know they're not, like, super strong. If I have to heal, I think I'm going to try the divine soul sorcerer, because my brother and I tend to trade off healing, so someone's not stuck with it every time. So I think those would be what I play. Hey Roland, welcome in. Orcs don't get any sub-faction rules, so Bad Moons, Evil Sons, and Goths just have access to the same bonus. Oh, is that how that works? I'll be honest, I've not looked. But chat, for those who have looked at the orc stuff, what do we think? I don't have orcs myself, so I've not really looked. That does seem weird, though. Good time, sure they'll do subcodexes. It is weird that they don't have, like, individual stuff. I wouldn't want it to go as far as, like, a separate subcodex, but, like, faction rules. Or, like, little bonuses. I feel like losing that is kind of weird. I guess my next question is, what do we think the pre-order will be today? What do we have for article today, chat? What are we still waiting on? Since I've been here, I finished basing my second young Nephilim. Got the base coat on the last two going. Nice. Bruising, Mikey. I have found, and I don't know, maybe you're feeling the same. Those small projects like that, like a keyword or the boxes, I've just been cruising through things like that. It feels like maybe you're doing the same. It's just nice to have these smaller projects. All right. I think, oh, we get a little bit more for the... And then I think we'll do some edge highlighting and some panel lining. Wait for all of our silver to dry. I'm going to try my best to not paint myself into a corner today as far as getting to a point where everything's drying. We're going to try our best, but I can't promise anything because they're very small. But yeah, I think we do have a little more silver on the face, and then we will hop into some of that. There are many sub-factions so far in this edition. You can just choose attachment that aligns with your thematic playstyle. Yeah, I don't know specifically for orcs. I don't know how that works, but... I have not looked into... We tried a bit of 10th when it first came out. My husband has knights, which just seem to get, like, triple nerfed every time things happen. So we've not been playing the new edition very much. Just kind of waiting to see what happens. I've not kept up with some of the other factions because of it. Alright. There's that. Let's go ahead and get Null Mile out. Just use that. I guess my little gamer heart was itching for something not Warhammer. Malifaux claimed that spot, and I'm just energized. I'm in the honeymoon phase of the Malifaux journey. I think we're there with you, Mikey. Between that and Bushido, it's been really nice. Oh, come on. Let's do Null Mile. Let's get our yellow highlight up too over here. Use Dorn Yellow. Oh. Evil Sun says an orc vehicle type detachment, I think, in the new codex. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's more finding that one that you want to flavor to what you want to take, is from what it sounds like. Also, the rich ones, usually for the mech heavy armies. I don't know the other two as well. Snakebites are more rugged, maybe best for the hunt detachment. Because I guess, yeah, if you can still flavor it the way that you want your orcs to be run. It is a little weird, though. Alright. Panel line time. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll see where the... I think the silver for this one would be ready to also wash. Time-wise. May work out here. I guess, has anyone played some games? Some tabletop games here? Warhammer or Battletech? Anything we've been playing, chat? What have we got? I need to see if we're gonna go do Bushido Night again this week. I think I am more up to it now that I've got some projects knocked out. I was just too tired this past week. In commissions and things. But the green tide detachment if you like orcs en masse. Yeah, if you just want a million billion orcs running across the table. The other thing I do want to try is one-page rules and see how that is. Something that's just like been in the back of my mind for a bit. Just need to take a day and try it out. Pick which army I want to do and give it a try. I'm also primed up to paint, currently assembling the Death Leaper. Nice. I know you had mentioned those are a few you had in mind there. Glad they're getting some work. I think I'll be playing some Kill Team and Blood Red Skies this upcoming weekend. Nice. Is there a big community? Yeah, for Blood Red Skies, do you have a decent sized community for that? It's cool to see. I don't think I've actually seen it played. I've seen like boxes of the models. I think that's all I've seen. I want to play a 300 Gaunt list into a Green Tide Orc list. Oh my god. You'd be there all day. Once I played Battletech, highly recommended a 3D terrain map for hills, etc. 3 Battletech games, Quick Skirmish, Alpha, I think that's right. The main game, then a more advanced game with complex rules. I played the main game, it was great. It's cool seeing it kind of become more popular again. I know here in chat more and more people have seemed to pick up Battletech. It's not for me, but it's really cool to watch it grow. Should have the standard machine for with Nephilim is done. No, that's great though. That's all it needs to be. Yeah. That's great. If you are feeling energized and you want to work on it, perfect. That's all it needs to be. Still cruising along. Because I think so, but the events at Adepticon I wound up never seeing because of timing. Played about 45 minutes of a demo. Oh, okay. But your buddy has stuff to play. Robots. Are you excited to play some robots? Noob. I got the rule book out. I was actually trying to find images of these guys, but the initial rule book is basically all Titans. There's like the few legions and stuff that they wanted to highlight. I didn't find much. I'm assuming I'm in a later book with more of the knights. Always excited for robots. I think playing some robots will be fun. Plus they explode, which is great. They deferred the rules as always. Yeah. As is tradition. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Go ahead and do flash on Lance. I think what else is going on? It's been kind of quiet in a good way here lately. Just finishing up projects. After I got that final kind of whip shot of the knights, I did a full like hobby desk cleanup, which was super helpful. Helped my brain quite a bit. I was feeling very cluttered. We still have some work to do on them, but I had to reset for a second. Feel better. That's about it though, yeah. That's about it. I guess streaming-wise, I mentioned that we're close to Partner Plus. This week I'm going to start our next YouTube video. We're going to be working on Vashtor. I think I'm also going to start my next anime repaint at the same time, just to hop between them. We'll be working on Vashtor in my Emperor's Children colors, so if you're interested, I'm going to have tutorials available to my YouTube members. But more to come. You'll see how all of that works as we get videos recorded. I'm working on that this week. Try and get back into the swing of things here after Adepticon. I'm having a hard time getting back to the... I don't know, I feel like I lost a lot of momentum getting back to the swing of things here. A clean desk is a clean mind. It helped me a lot the other day. I was just feeling a little lost in everything. That was a good move. If anyone else is feeling the funk, clean that desk. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's quiet in a good way. I feel like I'm finally getting caught up on commissions, which feels good. that's about it. Let's see, what do we watch? We mentioned we were watching Fallout. Slam and I are still making our way through the X-Files. We are in season 7. I'm trying to remember the last episode we watched, what number that was. I think we're around like 6 or 7. We tend to watch like 2 or 3 at a time. But that's been really fun still. I need to get back to One Piece. Let's say I played a game versus Imperial Knights the other day, says Titan. I lost 87 to 68, but it was 1 point ahead until the top of turn 4. Tiernan struggle to drop the Dominus Knights, especially when they have the Deep Strike and redeploy. Oh, jeez. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. I will say, in the few games of 10th that we have played, I like that they felt like a lot closer. So like you mentioned, the NIDs were barely up. I do like that it felt closer when we played. As opposed to just one person running away with the game and it staying that way. Right. A little bit more here on the Lance, then we'll get the other one as well, and then we'll start some edge highlights. I'm gonna go ahead and do the wash here, even though I'll probably get some OSL. Keep it all together here. It's only the average NID monster struggles to kill an average Space Marine, like, bruh. I do feel like some of my big bugs are not as effective this edition as they used to be. Like, the terrain effects I have not had as much luck with as I have in other editions. The Carnifexes did pretty well for me. But yeah, some of the other ones, I don't feel like had as much punch as they have in other ones. Didn't help I deployed a little aggressively. I lost my old One Eye, 2 Carnifexes, Screamer Killer, and Death Leaper. All on turn 1. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. I'm trying to think, because we played, I think, 3 games with my NIDs. The Carnifexes did some work. They were tearing through things. I tried taking the little Termagants with the Turvagon. I didn't care for that. Carnifex just didn't do as well as it has done in previous editions. Yeah. He was there, but he didn't have the same punch. I had too many problems killing standard Marines, as the Tyrannifex does pretty well. Play Ruptured Tyrannifex because I need some range anti-air, yeah. When I played Scott's Grey Knights, like, they were fine. They took out my Leapers, but again, I think I was also a little... I kind of had them by themselves, so that was probably on me. Against the Grey Knights, they did fine. Against the big Knights, I had more trouble. But the Carnifexes, again, they did some serious work. Archer Cannon's the legit casino cannon, though. Yeah, average like 2 damage again. I feel like I used to do a lot more. But yeah, it definitely feels that way now. Where, like, before it felt, like I could consistently get some damage with it. Now, not so much. Not so much. That's fine. Son of Horus, welcome in. How are you? Let me insult myself. Son of Horus says, my current desk chair has just about had it with my fat. Yes. Time to order a secret lab. Welcome in. How are you? We do have, I don't know if I actually brought it over at the commands. I have a secret lab link if you would like to use that. If it's not in the bot, it should be below the stream. I really like mine. The only reason I'm not using my secret lab is we earned this extra life one through our campaign. So otherwise, I really like mine. How are you today? I wouldn't have been able to touch his Hellbrinds without the Rupture Cannon. Nailing it and all. Yeah. I'm glad you got to play. Even if the bugs didn't do quite as well as you were hoping. Glad you got to play. Now I'm wondering if I need to put my Bushido cheat sheet together today for if we go up on Wednesday. I think I might do that. Other than my chair constantly sinking to the ground, I'm okie dokie. Oh, I see. So something there has potentially broken on you. Well, hopefully you can find a good fit and get it replaced. How was the rest of the weekend? What we've been up to? There's also a non-zero chance we may have been improperly playing the towering rules. I don't think it would have resulted in a large swing either way. That's fair. For anyone hopping in, we're working on some tiny Lancer Knights. These are going to go with my tiny Titans for Titanicus. Right now, we are just washing all this trim we did earlier, and then the kind of main frame of the knight. Let this dry. Luckily, it looks like there's enough kind of time in between the two. But by the time we do the edge highlights on the other, it looks like we can start highlighting metallics. So, this might work out nicely after all. I was a little worried we'd be kind of on top of each other for time, but might work out to just enough. I think I'm gonna do a Warhammer stuff clear out sale soon to reduce the sheer number of stuff I've just piled around the house. Still have new kits I haven't touched in almost 4 years. We're still doing a bit of that Ravenlord, and it feels really good just to get stuff out that you're not gonna touch. I can recommend doing a bit of a purge. It's kind of nice, honestly. Plus, then you get some money back for like what you actually want to focus on, which has been really nice. So, can recommend. My poor Hive Tyrant got one shot by that 12 damage anti-monster 4-up Dev Wound Harpoon. Jeez. That's pretty rough. And yeah, Hive Tyrant's just a big target. Little versus work yesterday. I went and did a double feature movie day at the theater. Went and saw Civil War in the afternoon, a special showing of Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare in the evening. Interesting. Oh, Big Boss also thinking about doing a bit of a hobby purge. Has anyone else been doing that? A little bit of a spring cleaning? I think just reducing the number of projects, like my personal projects, has helped me quite a bit. So like right now, just focusing the Seraphon and like some Malifaux has been really good for me. Getting those done. And this is, I my Siege of Terra map, since I've never had the space to hang them anywhere. Stress of trying to keep getting the next one has been a pain. That's fair. All those like special edition books and things, I always feel awful when I know there's a rush for all those. Well, I mean, would there be more now? I thought they'd... I think with things wrapping up, are there going to be any more that you have to? It hasn't, but my local's doing, a special showing a week early with the, kind of the marathon. The interview Henry Cavill did on Jimmy Kimmel. Once again, champion the hobby. Jimmy tried to poke fun, but Henry was on top of it. He's such a hero. It's nice when you have the people that are like, no. This is how it is. I haven't watched it. I think I saw people talking about it, but I haven't watched it myself. Alright, there's all the silver. Let's go ahead and get the panel lining up top. Every time I think of clearing something out, I talk myself into keeping it. This time I'm going to be serious about it. I've only released up to Warhawk so far. Oh, okay, so there's 2 more, maybe 4 total. The maps are always... Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought they released with the book. Which I guess they do, but it's not current. Okay. I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's signing yourself up to do this 2, maybe 4 more times. That's a lot. I can understand that. That's a lot. And you know that they'll go to a good home. Or someone is still looking, trying to fill in the gaps from whatever they missed. Hey, Siege, welcome in. How are you? The only thing I think I'd want to get rid of in terms of Tyranids, maybe the mini Ripper Storms I have, because I have way more than you currently field. Maybe some Warriors, old Termagants or Hormagants. Warriors are one that I never meant to get more Warriors. They were just always in the boxes and things that I wanted, and I never take them. I feel like maybe I should do the same. I never take them in a list. Let's see, doing alrighty. Moved a week ago. It's leveling out now. Good. I am glad to hear it's leveling out, getting better. Moving stressful. Glad it is done. Did you get to relax a bit here this weekend? Don't keep the fancy Gonsko Sabbath Worlds map I have. Clear out mostly other random artwork with the extra kits. Makes sense. This is probably going to sound crazy to some of those who read more Warhammer books. I didn't realize Gaunt's Ghost has so many books, chat. So I was like, okay, well, let me look at the other Warhammer stuff I want to read. It's like, oh, Gaunt's Ghost, that's always recommended. It's like, why are there so many books? I just didn't realize until yesterday or the other day. There's so many books. I made some bomb soup and chilled this weekend. What kind of soup you got? Good. Glad you got to chill. Relax after all that moving. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of edge highlighting here on our knights. Trying to decide how much I want to do for these panels. At the very least, the top needs to be edge highlighted, so we will start there and figure it out. Taiwanese beef noodle soup. Lots of garlic, ginger, star anise, cinnamon, and green cardamom. That sounds good. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds like a good weekend. Soup and chill. I think for watching my diet, I probably need to try some new recipes. Getting into summer, which means I'm probably going to switch to like a lot of grilling out. Soups were great when it was cooler. I need to find some new stuff to make now as it's heating up. Especially like here in Texas. Some days it's just too hot to want to cook. The thought of like turning on the oven when it's already like 110 out is awful. I think I need to start finding some stuff to make. I've been much better about cooking, but man, I know I'm not going to want to here soon. I'm going to start getting to larger models instead of smaller. The gremlins are so tiny. We need a new grill too. They're great for keeping heat down the house. Yeah, it's just nice to like go out and throw some chicken on the grill. And it's not in the house. It's pretty quick, like it's not anything too involved. I wish I could do the salad thing. But man, I get so tired of salad. I can do it for like 1, maybe 2 days, and then I'm like, you know what? I never want to have a salad again. And I'm done. I can do like a meat and a veggie. That'll keep me on track. Let's see, love for Korean barbecue, short ribs marinated in garlic, soy sauce, vinegar, and Sprite. Sounds good. And also you'll be able to paint the inventory for Imperialis. It's so tiny. It's just you figure out where the dot needs to go. I have painted a tiny bit of, it's actually old epic scale Eldar. And it's all about making the little bit of paint you get to do, make it worth it. So pick out the little details that need it. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot to do for them. I love salads. I don't know. Lately, that's all I've been wanting, especially if you cut up some chicken. I wish I could do that. My mom kind of does the same. Where, like, as soon as it warms up outside, that's all she's eating is salad. And I wish I could do that. I just get so bored. I wish I could. Probably need more vitamins, I suspect. Yeah, so far for me, I have found that if I can do just a real easy protein and a veggie, that seems to be better for me. I can keep up with that and change out the veggie, change out the protein. Keep at it. I'm down 2 more pounds with my diet, chat. I'm very, very proud. I'm very happy. That is... I started about a year ago. Made some good progress. We gotta keep at it. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. It takes a while. If anyone else is kind of doing the same, it's just... I think learning how long it's gonna take has helped me too. But it's not gonna be a... Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think diet culture really goofed us up. It's like, these results in like 30 days. And that's just not how it works. And I think it goofs up more people than... Or goofed me up more than I thought, I guess. And nice seeing progress. My weight's normal. I really need to get my cholesterol down. Yeah. Just keeping an eye on health. I just want to get strong. The scale isn't my end goal, but I would like it to go down a little bit. Main goal is strength, but it's nice to see some progress. It's nice to know you're going the right way, right? I guess is where I'm at. It's nice to know it's working. So say water weight anyway in 30 days. Yeah, not to mention the whole unhealthy thing. Yeah. Those commercials are always gym heads that broke a leg. We're paid to put on weight, then lose it after healed. Yeah. And then they're all like dehydrated and stuff in the photos, and it's bad. Just all around. Just bad. But it'll do a number on you if that's all that you've seen. I want to get strong too. Sign up for one of the big events of the gym. I saw that you had like a triathlon type thing you were doing, right? That sounds really good to kind of commit to check out. I've decided, I've changed up my kind of split for the week. After Honor First was talking about adding in more steps, I decided to do a bit more time on the treadmill as well. And I'll do the weights kind of one less day a week. And see, I've been doing the same thing for a while, so let's swap it up and see what happens. Kind of deal. It's a mental thing I need to get better. It's hard though. It is. Gotta put in the work. Some days are definitely tough. Alright, let's go ahead and do some edge highlighting for our yellow. We're still waiting for the washes to dry. And then hopefully we can do some metal highlights. That's what I'd like to get. And so that's a big part of them. Oh, that started. I guess we have like the lens here on the door we can get. I'm gonna pick out some of the other stuff we can do while it dries. Let's see, a 1 mile run, 900 meter row, 300 weight reps. I have 4 classes this week to hit one of the challenge classes. Oh my gosh, you have a week ahead of you here. You've got a week ahead of you. Snack? You want to snack it up, Lisa Mine? Oh, chat, you influenced me the other day. I have to show you. Look what I picked up after we were talking about it the other day. I tried one the other day and they're really, really good. I get it. The coffee crisp, very good. I've got 3 more for later. For the days where I'm being good and I can have a chocolate bar. Alright, Wasted Man. We are the influence now, you are. Alright. Is there something you've got picked out that you want to try? I feel like I've picked out the last few. Something you're going for. I'm starving, sorry, Mouthspate. For those who don't know what I have here, Wasted Mind very kindly gifted me a box of Japanese treats through my throne. So that's what I've got here. A big yellow bar. I'm just looking for anything yellow. I have this. Yeah, that's it. You want to try that? Let us consult the book for what this is. Consult the book. I think it's this. Is that right? Yeah, there's a little star. Chimichoco corn snack soaked in chocolate? Alright. That sounds good. The Tome of Knowledge. Tome of Snacks. Alright, so corn snacks soaked in chocolate. Sounds interesting. Let's go for it. Here's what we got. It's got this cute little star on the side. Calcium iron? I don't know about that. Okay, here we go. Unboxed. It doesn't look super appetizing. Not gonna lie. Sounds like a taco cereal. Oh, it does, yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's like a chocolate cereal. Mm-hmm. Argonaut, welcome in. How are you? You know, I like it. It's pretty good. It's crunchy. Bend it on cam. It's just gonna snap. But yeah, you can see like the corn kind of cereal texture. Moister than I would have expected. Yeah, I would say that. But yeah, it's like a corn cereal, but in a bar with chocolate. Pretty good. Oh. That's too big a bite. I like it. Would I buy it separately? Probably not. But like, we're good. I'm good here, Argonaut. We're taking a small snack break, but we are painting some tiny knights for Titanicus. So these are my little Lancer knights. These are House Caesarean to go with my Legio Krytos. Here's my War Master. And then here is our tiny knights. Yeah, these are for Titanicus, or the kind of epic scale. How are you? Welcome on in. But yeah, trying to get all of our metallics worked up today. Go along with them. To learn some Titanicus, that's the plan. Don't talk to me or my tiny knight ever again. That's right. My tiny son. That was a good pick, Wasted Man. That was good. I'm gonna keep snacking that one. It says, I just started throwing the Master's brush cleaner and a ring light with a magnifying glass. Yes, hoping magnifying helps with the small details. It takes a little bit to get used to. I have a separate one that I pull out for eyes and things. If I really need them for like Kingdom Death and stuff. Once you get adjusted to it, they're pretty nice to have, yeah. A small bean. And the Titanicus scale kindness Rex now. I really like the Titanicus kits. They've been a really fun to work on. Getting them all magnetized is really satisfying. I hope I like the game, because I'd like to work on more of them. But if I don't like the game, I'll be sad. Because I like to play with the things that I paint. I'll be sad if I don't like it, but that's okay. We'll try it. Is it better to clean up now on one of my kits? What are you working on, Argonaut? What you got? I have to use the magnifies headset as my eyes are poops. That's what mine is the actual headset. But man, because I'm not used, I don't wear it like a whole lot, it really goofs me up when I have to use it. So if you can get used to using it. And Tiny Knights, aren't they cute, Replay? They're so cute. The regular Sequestrus, just the regular knights. I threw those into the simple green too. Or Ally's Awesome. I had done like a purple-pink scheme, and I don't like it. So we're going to go ahead and get those cleaned up, and I will get them to match these guys. Let's see, those are the only knights I have. The others are the titans that I need to finish. It's weird how much time and effort, yes, goes into a new war game before you find out if you like it or not. Yes, it's quite an investment just to get started and see if you even like the thing. Which is always weird to think about. I try not to. I try not to think about it. But it is quite a bit. Time, money, effort to see if you even like it. Let's see, currently 1 of 4 submarines. Oscar 2 class SSGN. I'm sorry that I don't know anything about that, but I hope that you enjoy them. The person responsible for the Orc Codex is the Eldari one. Don't let the Custodes author do it. Oh no. Turning into that situation. I'm gonna ask again, chat. What do we think the article will be here in about half an hour? What pre-orders are we hoping for, expecting? What do you think will go up? So they made Tabletop Sim. I wish I liked Tabletop Sim a little bit more. I think I got a little more used to it when we tried the 10th edition games in it. But it still just feels a little awkward to me. I wish I enjoyed using it more. Imagine long tube with 24 guided missiles. Got it. That's what you got today. Got it. Yes, it's a learning curve, because it's physics and a lot of keyboard shortcuts, yeah. It gets easier to use. First time using RPS, free TS, not used to it, yeah. I don't know that I want to put the time into doing that, I guess is my my final thought on it. I would much rather play in person if possible, but I get it. If you can't, or if you're trying to try a new system or something, I totally get it. I just don't have the patience for it that other people do. Other people play a lot of games in it, and I don't know that I would want to do that. But if it's that or no games, then yeah. Definitely worth putting in the effort to figure it out. Paranoia, good morning. How are ya? I have some tiny knights today. Aren't they cute? What are you up to this weekend? Trying to get some edge highlighting done for him. And a Bill, hello, we got Titanicus. The Tiny Knights won Sub Sunday, so we are here. Knighting it up. What are you up to, Bill? Has pros and cons, yeah. Lack of physical collision helps in some cases. Loss of complete control movement is annoying, yeah. Definitely ran into a bit of that. But I'm spoiled, and I can ask Scott for a game whenever, so. I'm spoiled. I would rather play in person if I can. Are the Knights a mini Titan thing? Yeah, so the Knights are going to go with the Titanicus Titans. So you may have seen some of the big... This is my War Master. So there's the small Titans and then the small Knights. And here's a scale. They are gigantic. They all go for Titanicus. They're in the same game system. Vat Rat, welcome in. How are you? We jamming? What you up to today? I see you were painting Skaven. Knights are Titans. So, technically, yes, they are Knight Titans. But they're not the gigantic kits that are normally from Forge World. So they're not on the same scale as, like, a Warlord. A War Master. Again, the comparison here. They're quite a bit smaller. Technically, yes, they are Knight Titans, but quite a bit smaller. Yeah. Yeah, all good. You are correct in that they are called that, but I treat them separately because they're just not as big. Knights you would normally see in a game of 40k. The bigger Titans like that, not usually. Those are usually reserved for larger, like, Apocalypse-styled, larger point games. So I tend to treat them differently because of that. But yes, technically they are Titans. This was 100% tilted after some shit news, which isn't all that serious in the grand scheme of things, but whatever, trying to get over that. I understand that. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. I hope the day gets better here. Maybe some tiny Titans will help. Getting ready for Adepticon here. My girlfriend's always interested in the model and painting. She's pretty far from a gamer. I'm gonna try and get her interested at some point. I mean, if she's interested. Always fun to share it together, but yeah, not everyone will be. Yeah, I would say it's a pretty big investment for someone who maybe is not a gamer. Unless they just really like the painting. I do feel like that's it is a big ask. He's the wheel baby. It's very interesting when other plays the game you play. It's nice. Like I said, I'm very spoiled in that Scott does. So it's easy to be like, alright, even if no one else plays, like, we can still play a game of, like, Malifaux or Bushido or something. But I will admit immediately that I'm spoiled in that way. So totally get when other people are not able to. Alright, so some good spring cleaning this morning. Gonna get the rest of my pre-wash color corrections this afternoon. Let's go. Knock them out. Love it. I need all those Titans definitely help. I'm glad. Thank you everyone for voting for him. It's been fun this morning. Here, Brian, welcome in. How are you? We've got two little knights we're working on. I was trying to decide, and this is what I was trying to find in the book. Their color scheme is halved, black and yellow, and when I tried to look up, like, different examples, half of them were halved this way with the black on the left. Half of them were the other way. So I'm trying to decide if I split up, like, if I do the little Titans, if we flip-flop it, or if we keep them all the same. I guess Titanicus people, would there be a reason to flip-flop them or keep them the same? Or as long as they're all the same color scheme, I'm good. Fun fact, metal skeletons don't glue together well. Nope. Did you do any pinning, or did you just try and do it with the glue? I really don't like working on metal. I know sometimes I have to, but I don't enjoy it. Saraya, thank you so much for that sub. And for those more months. Almost a whole year. 66 months. Thank you so much, Taraya. How are you today? How's your weekend? I'm working on little baby knights. That's what I got. What you got today? Thank you. I appreciate that. You could split it by unit. Yeah, that's a good idea. You could tie-dye all of them total chaos? I could. But I could. Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe the little questress ones. We flip it. Just, make it a little more interesting on the table altogether. Guess it doesn't really matter then. Okay, cool. Good to know. We'll flippy-floppy them probably. Whenever I'm not lazy and I get them out of the LA's Awesome. I hate scrubbing. Scrubbing all that. Has good yellows? Thank you. Yeah, black and yellow stuck in your head now. If anyone likes this yellow, it is Uriel yellow. This one. Over white. I tried to do the magenta, but I didn't thin my yellow enough, and I don't care enough, so that's what I did. I think it looks fine for him. If we were working on the bigger knights, I would redo the magenta, but for these little dudes, it's whatever. We're just gonna rock it. Get them done. Get them ready to beat up people at Adepticon. That's the plan. Alright, I think. Let me get his little... I keep forgetting their little toesies. Let me edge highlight his little toesies. We'll start highlighting some metallics. Knights do better in a group of Titanicus. Not sure about Epic, though. So mine will just be for Titanicus, so that's good to know. Because if I'm gonna do anything, like flip-flopping colors, keep them as their unit. I kind of want to pick out something fun for the banners, too, and I haven't quite done that yet. I think they use the Ankh. I'll show you guys what I'm... If I pull this up, it's going to be really blurry, but we have this that they do for their shields and things. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do that. I think some checkers could also be cool. They would be very small, but we would have checkers. But for now, let's start our metallics, because that's just what a lot of these are. So let's just do it. Uriel's too close to urinal to put in front of a word. I know, I always feel weird saying it. It's a strange word. Uriel. They also go in groups, so minimal of 1 month. Okay. Let's start highlighting, chat. What does everyone have planned for the rest of today? I'm doing House Caesarean, is what I'm doing, Paranoia. So apparently they fought in a few battles together with Legio Krytos. So for anyone who's just now coming in, these boys will be going with our big boys. And they fought several times together, so... I figured from the lore it made sense. Working with some more yellow was kind of cool, but... that's what I got. House Roman, dude? I feel like I'm missing something, sorry. Well, that's what I've got. I don't know anything else about the, Good Lord, Knights are babies. I knew, but, like, I forgot. Yeah, they're so small compared to the... And that's why I say, like, Knights and then Titans, is these are just... they're just a different scale. Well, what are you up to today? What's everyone up to here after Strim? Oh, Caesarean Caesar. It is... yeah, pretty much. Caesarian. Oh. Here's the spelling check. Caesarean. So I think I might start on System Shock. Oh, the remake? I think I played a demo of that and decided it wasn't for me, but it's cool that they're doing it. Your child is, uh-huh. How are we doing, Will? Let's see, for me, the rest of today, I've got to do laundry, because I didn't do that before D&D. And then, yeah, I think Fallout. I think I'm gonna play Fallout. I need some video game time. I've neglected them for too long. I think it's Fallout time. That's my day. You're grilling! Your turn to grill? What you got? Did you go pick up some steaks? Head Honcho House. Oh, for those? Tell me you played. The whole game was redone. Oh, after it came out. It's graphic totally different even. Oh, interesting. Oh. Maybe I need to look again. That's pretty nuts that even from the demo I played, it's even different. Putting a lot of work into it, sounds like. That's right, don't talk to me or my son ever again. And then I have all of the big Chaos Knights we've been working on. We just got all the knights back here right now. So even these feel super tiny after working on Chaos Knights all week. We did a big crunch week on the knights and trying to get them finished. And we're real close now. Looks like I've got a couple more changes to finish them up, and then we'll get them back home. And then guess what, chat? We have more yellow. Ooh. You're grilling, ooh, fajita skewers. That sounds so good. Avian, hello, how are you? Did I get a growth spurt? Yes, I'm a giant now. Look at my knights. How are you? What you up to this weekend? Might have bought Fallout 4 and PC on sale on Steam. Yeah, I think they're all on sale right now. You guys wanted to pick up some Fallout. Gotta do yard work before I go do the 40K. Sounds good helping you out. Hope your yard work goes well. We'll see you later. And then, yeah, enjoy 40K time later. You are so buff, Will. Thank you. You're gonna make me cry. I lost another 2 pounds, Will. We're doing it. Doing the thing. We're getting there. Thank you. I'm also very sore from yard work the other day. I was pulling weeds, and my goodness. You don't, like, think about how that's basically, like, an hour of squats. But now I'm thinking about it. Now it hurts. Now it hurts. Those are secretly another person's hands. Yes, those are my robot hands. Don't tell Wasted Mind, though. He's on to me. Oh, thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Thank you. I left him at scale. I'm looking at this going, oop. Nikki's really tiny. I'm so happy. Usually it's me. I actually need to get back to it, Reaper. I stopped taking it. I just kind of got out of the habit of it. Because I had been putting it with my shakes, and then I stopped doing the shakes. So I need to get back to it. I was doing, yeah, basically every day with the shake. The buffeting. I knew it! You weren't supposed to hear that. You weren't supposed to hear that. The robot hands are going after your lion here this week. For those at home thinking 2 pounds is nothing, it's a huge deal. Someone as close to fun size as Nikki is. Yes, thank you, Bill. You guys are gonna make me cry. Realizing how hard it is for at my size was such a breakthrough for me. It sounds really dumb, but the fact that I am 5 foot means this shit's gonna take a while. And finally realizing that's been such a breakthrough for me. So thank you. Thank you. Spring cleaning, more like spring shredding. That's right, don't eat this. Bye. This is just stopping for a few days so you can see how much it's doing. Yeah, that's a good shout. I had been really good with the shakes and then I stopped and I just haven't gone back. But yeah. Hey, Doodlebug Panda, welcome in. Ah, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Here are our knights. If you like the yellow that we're doing, and actually, it's kind of interesting. It's come down a little bit now that we've added our edge highlight. It is Euro yellow over white. And then we have done Dorn yellow as a highlight, which has brought it down a little bit there. But that's what I've got, if you like that. Is there anything you're working on, Doodlebug? For anyone who may be new, hello, I'm Nikki. We're working on knights right now. These are going to go with my Legio Krytos, which I also have for Titanicus. There are my boys. And then I've also been working on, and I'm going to try and finish him this week, I've been working on Thranduil for Middle Earth. So he's coming along with this display base. And then we have a very custom Lionel Johnson that I'm going to work on later. So this is for Wasted Mind in chat. He's in a bunch of sub-assemblies at the moment. But yeah, we like to work on a lot of Warhammer. I've also been working on more Kingdom Death, more Malifaux, so welcome on in. If you have any questions, please let me know. Happy to stop and share what I'm doing. But welcome on in. JPig, thank you so much for that sub for 58 months. That's almost a whole hour, JPig. Welcome in. How are you? How's your weekend? I base coat it with yellow. I base coat with white and then yellow. Yep, so white and then the yellow over it. No, I'd have a robot body instead. Ooh, or Mando armor. I'd go for the armor. That's pretty sick. Yeah, a protein shake, not I am shaking. A protein shake. First has water weight, so you've done that already. After that, it's difficult. I am down, I hate to give numbers, but I am down 17 pounds on top of whatever muscle I've put on, so I'm pretty happy with that. It pops so nicely. Ooh, 5 predators for 30k World Eater army. Let's go. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome on in. 5 predators. Yeah, Mousebait also has 30k World Eaters, so you can compare notes there. You basically, it was airbrushed, which helps. But if you didn't want to start with the Uriel, start with Averland Works. I just didn't want to. I wanted to keep it pretty bright. I think it's working pretty well for these little guys. So you got 3 Plasma and Volkite, 2 with the conversion beams and las cannons. Let's see, Wraith Bone. The Imperial Fist contrast is nice too. I've seen a lot of projects with that. If you are someone who does not like to work with yellow, maybe worth a look. I just don't like using contrast in general. I tend to stick to my airbrush. But it is a nice workup, especially if you don't want to work with yellow, which I understand. It's a tricky color for sure, compared to some of the others. Rufus Yellow's God tier, yeah. I think that's one of the, I feel like one of the favorites out of the line. I feel like the Black Templar one gets used quite a bit. The Apothecary White, a lot of people use that one. It's a nice white. The Ammo Custodes are canon, they sure are. Let's go, new codex. Pretty excited. Blaming new, welcome on in. Can anyone recommend a good and easy way to base beast snaggers? I feel like I usually see them on desert bases. Is that what you're thinking? I feel like that's what I normally see. In general, those texture paints are a real easy way to do it, though. Depending on if you want to go desert, dirt, whatever you decide to go with. Texture paints are pretty easy. Jeremy Painter's releasing a new paint line. I'll be honest, I'm not an Army Painter fan, so I will probably not check it out, but I know others in chat are gonna be looking at it. I mean, I hope it does well, but I will probably not check it out myself. That's all the dark model of. Dark model, go with the light base. Yeah, you want it to help your model kind of stand out on the base. Oh, we got our article. Dark Oath Marauders, Old World Orcs, and more. Let's take a look, chat. Let's take a small break from the Knights and go check out the article. To the news desk, that's right. Make sure my layers are in order here. Okay, here we go. Meow. Breaking news. Let's get our article pulled up. Oh, Ghost Hawk's finally getting, okay, Unicorn. Small spoilers in the chat. Here we go. Sunday preview. Dark Oath Marauders, Old World Orcs, and more. I'm just gonna scroll on through. Slaves to Darkness, Dark Oath Army set. JPIC, where you at? Sly, where you at? Where my Sigmar people? Here is new box. Embrace chaos and swear binding oaths to the ruinous powers with the Dark Oath Army set, launching a new wave of mortal followers of the Dark Gods. These aggressive warriors show no quarter and fight as lightly equipped marauders, trusting in well-honed combat skills, blessings they beseech to carry them through the day with their honor intact. With ease. Oh my goodness, so many photos. The army set comes with 20 Dark Oath Marauders with a wide assortment of heads and body types, 5 Dark Oath Fell Riders, 1 Captain on Warsteed, 1 ferocious Wilder Fiend twisted by the powers of their malevolent patrons. The box also includes a full set of War Scroll cards, tokens, plus Battle Tome Supplement Dark Oath, an expansion for Battle Tome Slaves of Darkness, includes all the lore and pitch battle profiles you need to field this force in battle. So here are all the photos, if you guys want to take a look. I'll enhance for horses. The first one we realized you have a husbando pillow of Piccolo in the corner. Here he is. There is horsies. They look very cool. They're like, I don't know what that'd be in the front. They're like mask, horsey mask. And then here are the rest of the Dark Oath. Cool banner too. I like that. And then we've got all of the goodies that come with it. Who's going to be picking up this box? Who is interested? I forgot about these. You think you get it, Fly? I think they look pretty cool. Alright, here is the unicorn. Brand new forge-rolled resin miniature joins the Kingdom of Bretonia in the form of Lady Elise Duckard? Prophetess, I'm pretty sure I goofed that up. Prophetess of the Court of Brionne, who rides majestically into battle atop her unicorn steed, Ariander. Lady Duckard is a powerful level 3 wizard, dishes out plenty of damage on the charge thanks to her mount's deadly horn, can sap the leadership of nearby enemies when they try to use magic items and special rules. It is resin. Yeah, the characters for Old World, a lot of them have been resin. So, resin for her as well, but now available. Expert Miniature is essential addition to Bretonian collectors. Her rules can be found in the Arcane Journal Kingdom of Bretonia book, available now. We've also got the Lord on Royal Pegasus, with a very different paint scheme on the optional. I like that. That shows that model off nicely, having both here. Lead the forces of goodness and chivalry into battle with Lord on Royal Pegasus, first seen in the Kingdom of Bretonia army box, launched alongside Warhammer the Old World. Standalone plastic release includes all of the options needed to field the character as a duke or a baron, with a Pegasus mount plus head, body, and weapon options to customize your lord. He's pretty cool. Also got Kingdom of Bretonian Men-at-Arms. If you look to expand your Bretonian army, need some bodies to fill the gaps between your units of Shining Knights, look no further than the Kingdom's Common Soldiery. Men-at-Arms come in a box of 36 miniatures, deployable in 1 large group or 2 units of 18, option for polearms or hand weapons alongside their trusty shields. Also got the Bowmen. Prison Bowmen also come in a set of 36, include the famous wooden stakes their formation are known for. Improvised defenses help defend the vulnerable bowmen from charging cavalry, and where the unit can add a burning brazier upgrade to set their deadly arrows ablaze. Or 20 blaze it. Should be available for 5 seconds next week, that's right. Greedy, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much for that sub. For 64 months of support. I hope you're having a good weekend. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, a transfer sheet, too. Blazing your shields and armor with a shining heraldry of your beloved Duke has never been easier, thanks to the new transfer sheet of Bretonian livery. The sheet contains a massive 861 transfers from many Bretonian dukedoms, along with honor markings, special crests for your lords and grail knights, selection of all important fleur-de-lis in a variety of colors. The thing is packed. Look at all these little things. Alright, we've also got Tomb Kings of Khemri Casket of Souls. This includes wooden stakes. Geez, that's nice. Thanks for not taking them off the sprue. Alright, Tomb Kings of Khemri aren't about to be outdone. It's time to unleash a torrent of deathly magic onto the enemy heads with the iconic Casket of Souls. This remastered forge-rolled resin version of the classic kit, an upgrade with new mummified details inside the casket. You can leave the lid unglued and expose the remains contained within at any time. I kind of like to see that. That's cool, though. Oh my goodness, this. Alright, we also have the Necrolith Colossus. He's a little goofy. Classic Necrolith Colossus also gets the Resin Remaster treatment. New upgrades improving its posability. Previously unreleased third head option added to the mix. The new crested head has been seen in design since the early days of the Tomb Kings, now be available as part of the miniature for the first time. That's cool that it's included. He's a little goofy for me. Not the bone giant. Is your PTSD, Mikey, from it being metal? I feel like that's the reason for the screaming in my chat. That thing was metal, yes. Okay, yep, I see it. I see it. Alright, I want to keep cruising here for poor Mikey. We have Orc and Goblin Tribes Orc Shamans. Channel the power of the Wa with a pair of metal Orc Shamans featuring one toothless gent on foot and another mounted on a plastic Orc boar. They can join your army as either a level 3 or level 1 wizard, or go to add some Wog magic to your hootin' and hollerin' stampede. Also got Orc mobs and Black Orc mobs. I'm sorry, as I scroll, like, these are all nice and orderly, all in their rows. I have no idea what's happening in this. It's just a massive metal. I have no idea what's happening in this. Let's see, Orc mobs are the lifeblood of the Wog. This classic multi-part plastic kit lets you build 40 of them, split into 2 units, one with hand weapons, the other with warbows. If you're looking for a more durable unit to anchor your battle line, returning box of 20 Black Orcs offers up a full unit command, variety of hand weapons, great weapons, and shields to make your mobs dead art and killy. Metal fruit salad, that's exactly what this is. I have no idea what's happening in here. That's nuts. Alright. This is also a little hard to read, but I can see them. And I love these little pigs. Look at this guy with his little helmet. Orc boar boys and boar chariot. My goodness. I'm sorry, I love these boars. Keep going back to look at them. Orc cavalry also returned to the open fields of the old world, headed up by the thunderous charge of the heavy boar boys. It has 10 boys, comes with interchangeable heads and shields, options for hand weapons or cavalry spears. Hit the shelves alongside a pair of Orc boar chariots with removable boss poles. Also got a Goblin Shaman. The plastic Goblin Shaman is an essential part of a diminutive green warband, either as a level 3 wizard or a level 1 wizard oddgit. We've got Goblin mobs. Alongside them shuffle, Goblin rank and file. Goblin mobs come in a set of 40 multi-part plastic miniatures, can be split in 2 units of 20, each with a champion, banner bearer, and musician. Each goblin has options to brandish a thrusting spear and shield or a short bow. I'm going to go ahead and just keep cruising through these, so we don't read everything. We've got the Night Goblin mob and Goblin Wolf Rider mob. Some more of these units here. Oh, poor little wolves. And then Warhammer Plus, we've got Lore Masters with... Let's see, Weird Boys. Orcs born with an innate grasp of incredible psychic powers. Though just as likely to blow up their own heads as the enemies. And then Masterclass looks like we've got Necrodermis of the Necrons. So that's what we've got. We have a lot of Old World. And then Dark Oath. What do we think, chat? Gonna remind Mikey one more time. Tony, welcome in. How are you? I'm depressed a shaman. Oh. You have a Gabo shaman in your orc army for the weird boy. Riot, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, I can imagine this just being metal and being a nightmare. Casket's cool. I do like the Pegasus. I'm not interested in Old World, but I do like this Pegasus quite a bit. It looks pretty cool. And then Dark Oath box. Pretty neat. You continue to remain uninterested in Warhammer releases. That's fair. I think until Skaven hit. Or if we do end up getting Emperor's Children, I'm kind of in the same boat. Dark Oath do look nice, and I do have Slaves to Darkness, but I can wait for playing more Sigmar. Alright, well that's what I got. Chat seems whelmed. We're fine, I guess. Alright, let's get back to some Tiny Knights then. Chat has been whelmed. We good. Some of us saving money. Dark Oath box with a new army, but I feel... Here's what I wanted to say while we were reading. I feel weird about Dark Oath getting a supplement after they're removing all the Warcry stuff. It puts a weird taste in my mouth, I guess. Riot says, waking up too late. Oh, because I had a headache. I'm sorry, Riot. I hope that you're feeling better here today. We are working on, if anyone came in during the article, we're working on some tiny knights. These are little knight lancers. They go with my big titan. This is my war master for Titanicus. And then our little knights. They're just tiny. We're working on some metal highlighting at the moment. Thank you, everyone, for voting for them for Sub Sunday. It's been nice to work on. The other one that you guys have unlocked and we will work on next weekend are Skaven. So I'm going to pick out some raddies to work on next weekend. Get us ready for new edition of Sigmar. I don't have a whole lot of Skaven we can work on, but a lot of them are painted. But I'll find a couple things we can throw together. Doing okay, no need, yeah. I almost snagged some of the Age of Sigmar orcs for snake bites when they went last chance to buy. Literally Skaven Emperor showed in the same week. It'll be Skaven for me. Luckily, they split up 40K and Sigmar releases. That was the other thing I noticed, is... Well, what is in my auto mod right now? That they're putting the old world stuff on with the Age of Sigmar releases. So that's interesting, too. You know what? I'm gonna let it through, Will. It was a little aggro, but it's going. Nope, it's going now. Everyone else has to read what I read. And I was like, screw this, bought the Cromlech versions on sale. If I really need them, I'll troll eBay when the Salty Army show up. Yeah, that's, everything kind of comes in a circle, right? Probably be able to pick them up a bit later. It's actually glued, or is it just that loose? I think it's just loose. Oh, come on. I mean, everybody had to see what you were saying. So, like, I had to let it through. Oh, come on me. You're the one that typed it. You're the one that typed it. I didn't do anything but approve it, Will. You did all that. Just like Scott said, you're the one that does this. I think the new Dark Oath stuff makes sense in a Slaves book, and then the Warcry stuff, I just think it's an odd time to release it. Will, you keep setting off my automa. I had to add permitted term filth. Automat's like, I'm not letting that filth in here. And I had to allow it. Stellar says, the temptation at a Phobos Marine to my warlord, swinging from a grappling hook, Attack on Titan style, do it. Yes. I'm here to enable. Do it. Do it. Do it. Screams and flails. I'm sure you've seen, but people have done the Mega Gargants, like Attack on Titan. So they paint them as the Titans. Those are fun. If you wanted to look at any inspiration. I think I should buy Will a VTuber subscription as punishment. Amazing. I love that that's become punishment. Are they gonna just not support Warcry anymore? What was all the model going by means? I think so. That's what it... I don't know. It's very odd. Because a lot of those kits were pretty new, but then won't be getting rules for Sigmar. I don't know. I didn't read as much into that portion, if I'm honest. So if I'm missing something, feel free to correct me, chat. But please let me hate. But a pin this. I'm wondering if we're seeing the peak number of factions GW can deal with and realize they can't add without pruning. Probably. Probably. Between factions and game systems, and I mean, I feel like here in chat we've been saying it, right? You can't support literally everything. So figuring out what needs to stay, what needs to go. We know that there's limited, like, production places. So they can only make so much. They don't want to invest into more. I do think that's a big part of what we're seeing, yeah. Every time I get into something, I guess we'll see, yeah. After that, Sigmar. Do the Warcry models proxy in similar to Kill Team for 40k? They used to. You used to be able to bring them into Sigmar. With the new edition, they have said that they will not be in there, so they won't get rules. They used to, though, which was really cool. And now they, yeah, seems like they're pruning back a little bit. Which is too bad, because a lot of those kits are fairly new. It's fine. It's okay, chat. Is this punishment V or P? One lewd, one wholesome. I'm trying to think who it would be. It would be the wholesome. I feel like I know who V is. I feel like I know V. I don't know who P would be. Gotta get ready for work. Sounds good, Mikey. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next time. Bye-byes for now. As we play VTuber roulette with Will here. I think I know V. I don't know P. Do you have a preference? I mean, the last one you gave, as far as I know, was Filion, who is wholesome. So I feel like, you know, to balance things out, it would have to be. But I don't know who you have in mind. I feel like balance must be restored. Since he already got Filion and didn't appreciate it. Wholesome Death High time? I do need to get Death High out for Riot to pick a project. I have not done that yet. I have to get the Tub O Kingdom Death out. A little buried. She wants the balance. Get it. Well, always here for the balance, yep. Enjoy your emotes. Who'd you get? Who'd you get? Always admire. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. Everyone here can enjoy the new emotes here. So Humble Coder, Mayor Emmy, Totally Wrecked, Teeny Tiny Victories, and Control Salt Escape. Enjoy the emotes here. Thank you, Waits of Mine, for the support. I appreciate that. We get to make Will sweat and then enjoy some emotes here. Thank you. They paint Warhammer. Uh-oh, Riot knows. You can watch some finger paint purple works. Okay, maybe it's not who I was thinking then. The person I'm thinking of, I also don't watch regularly, so I don't know if they have done any Warhams. Show your emote. I'm hoping this week I get to work on more of our emotes. Now that we've caught up a little bit, I can take more stream time, which I'm very excited for. Still will not have stream on Wednesday, because I'm going to be working on Vashtor for YouTube, but we are getting caught back up, which feels real good, man. Will, I want to see your gift. Show your emotes. I'm not asking. T-Dubs, welcome in. How are you today? How goes the weekend? We're working on some Tiny Knights and trolling Will. As we do. Alright, I think for a first pass, that's pretty good for highlights. We will do one more. Actually, a short shift on Wednesday, too. I need to get a queue of videos built back up. It was working really well, and then we had like a week and a half off with Adepticon, and I gotta build back up here. Once we're in a comfy spot again, though, I would like to do Wednesday streams. I just gotta get to a point where I can do that and still have YouTube content kind of consistently. Once we there, though, yeah. The Queen demands emotes, that's right. Subscriber only stream on Wednesday while you work on Vashtor. The plan is, well, the plan is to do a video with tutorials again, which makes streaming it very difficult and weird. I think once we get a few more things built up, things like that, definitely an option. Right now, not quite there. If that makes sense. Alright, fine. You finally got me to deny something, Will. T-Dubs is good. Played a 1K game on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. Getting ready for the tournament next weekend? Hell yeah. What type of tournament have you got? Is that just kind of the standard 40K tournament? How many points? All that? I'm laughing because it's always my luck. I used to watch a D&D channel. She was one of the games I watched. Oh, let me check her out and boom! Snezak, welcome in. How are you? We're doing well. Working on some tiny nights. What you got going on today? Oh, my knee hurts, chat. I can't believe Will had me deny the word prawn in my chat. Just a 1K tourney. Pretty laid back. Sorry to say, but I tabled the Space Wolf army at the bottom of turn 4. All good. I don't think they're doing great right now, are they? I think last I checked, it was kind of rough for them. I have not kept up since I'll hop back in on them with Codex, whenever that is. I don't think they're doing great. I'm not surprised. You see the new... Was that Geiger? I did. Not sure. Their first time... Oh, first time ever playing Space Wolves. Gotcha. Yeah, we haven't been doing great for a while. That doesn't surprise me either. What's your opinion on Kaiju number 8? So I've been reading the manga, and I really enjoy it. I think the first episode was pretty good. It seems like they'll be, like, it felt like they got the tone and everything pretty good for the anime. What about you, Avian? I'm about to finish the 3rd volume, so I'm not, like, really far ahead, but decided to read ahead for this one. But I like it. It's a good time. I like the characters. They're fun. That's like it's doing strange. Restart my computer. Every single game I've downloaded is just gone. It'll be in the background while I try and figure out. That's weird. It's like a drive missing or something? That's bizarre. I guess chat if you have any ideas. Let us know, but that's weird. Gotta get ready for work. Sounds good here, Brian. Have a good day at work. We'll catch you next time. The episode was pretty much spot on. Yeah, I thought they did a nice job. Kaiju number 8. Yes, it was out yesterday. Yep. I have to get book 9 on Kindle, I think. Yep, I'll be watching that for sure. I enjoy the manga. It's fun. I've been trying to catch up on some of the ones I've been wanting to read. So I'm now caught up on Chainsaw Man. I'm going to catch up on Kaiju number 8. And then I think JJK is next. Because I keep getting spoiled anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and read. Just trying to catch up. Oh, that's on Crunchyroll. Yeah. They made Kaiju number 8 in anime. Yep. The first episode is out now, Will. Well, it's pretty good. Manga's very good. It's a fun time. The characters are a lot of fun. And Kindle reading, I am obsessed with my Kindle right now, Evian. I've been reading so much. And because she won't hear it, I got my mom one for her birthday coming up because I think she will like it too. That's how much I like it, so I'm just going to start gifting it to everyone. Like 70 episodes. Oh, into Dragon Ball original series? Yes. Trying to think where that would put you story-wise. I'll have to look that up, Phil. Original series is good stuff. I think I'm gonna make it without needing a nap. Try and do like a power nap, mouse bait, so you don't completely goof up your schedule. You think that would work? You could use a new Kindle. I really, really like it. I would say, from what I've seen, there's a few websites where you can get like used ones for pretty cheap. Otherwise, it seems like the Prime Day sales, they go on sale. So I got mine, or the one for my mom, on, I guess they did like a small Easter sale. It wasn't like a huge discount, but it's a little bit, and if you're wanting to get like a case and stuff too, it kind of helps out. But I love mine. I'm obsessed. I tend to go on for like forever or not at all. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it then, mouse. I can't nap unless I'm like really sick or I'm just crashing. So I don't have any advice. But if it's going to goof up your schedule, it might not be worth it. They got past... Okay, the Red Army, now they're fighting the fortune-telling Marines. Okay. No, my Paperwhite is good, but so now... Oh, okay. That's what I have as a Paperwhite, and I really love it. Recommend. I saw, if anyone's thinking about a Kindle, if you get the kids version, it comes without ads. I thought was a clever way to to get around that. And I think you get a cute little case with it. But all the, that's what the TikTok girlies are doing. We're getting the kids version, and then you don't have the ads and stuff with it. It gets a little cheaper, too. It's just like the first gen one. I've read more books this past, like, month or so than I have in, God, forever. I read Chainsaw Man on it. I loaded it up on there. Been reading Three Body Problem. More stuff picked out. For me, like, I stopped reading because, like, it's lighting for me. If I don't have, like, nice lighting somewhere, I get tired so quickly, and I stop. So having the backlight and being able to read wherever, it's perfect for me. Alright. Almost done with this highlighting. And then, you know what? We get to do it one more time. We'll do one more silver over what we've got. It does have a nice highlight after. I think that'll kind of be it for stream. Honestly, most of them are done. We're gonna do, I think, some checkers on the banner. I'll probably throw that Ankh on the shield. And then if I decide to do like a little OSL for the weapon and the shield, but like, they work up pretty quickly, which is nice. Let's get that last silver and we'll do one little push here. Drinks in the way. Here we go. I love that. Well, I'm not loving the electronic part. I need physical book to remember what I'm reading. Ability in large font, see many things. I have found on the e-reader screen, I remember more of it than on like a laptop screen. Because I used to have a Nook from Barnes & Noble, but it has more of like the laptop kind of screen, and I would not remember things as well on it. I have found with this e-ink screen, I remember more of it. which is interesting because it's, I guess, more like a book. But if you already have a Paperwhite, then maybe that's still not working quite for you. But you had a Nook too, yeah. That's what we started with, and I dropped it because of that, and now I'm obsessed. The e-reader screen is definitely, it's different, at least for me. It's helping quite a bit. And then with the Paperwhite, you can do the warm light too, which is nice. My readings mostly end up being done at work on my lunch break. I don't read at home as much as I used to, since I've always got chores or something to do. Yeah. Paperwhite's definitely better. I think it's more age for me. That's fair. I guess since we're talking books, is anyone reading anything good? Anything I need to throw on my list? What we got, chat? Just realized we needed the silver around that little lens too, or hatch. Y'all, please don't make me get a Kindle. Sorry. Chat influenced me, and now I'm here to influence you, because I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed. You already got me into Warhammer. Think how many Warhammer books you could put on that Kindle, though. Sorry. Sorry, I had to say it. Sorry. Let's say I picked up Girl from the Other Side. I put that on my list too, Mousebait. And finally, Olivia Butler's Fledgling. And it says, I'm about done with the Southern Reach trilogy. Now I need to figure out what's next in my to-read pile. I think what I learned from Chainsaw Man is I still prefer to have my manga physical. Because the panels where there's just a lot going on, it's not ideal. It's a little hard to see without as much contrast. But for novels, yeah, I think everything's going to be through the old Kindle. Manga, though, I like having physical. I like having the art right in front of me. I think in July, I will finally have the Missing Seed of Terra novel, so I'll be able to read the whole series finally. I probably need to start it. I feel like if I were going to read more of the Heresy stuff, I would just go straight to Siege of Terra. The one novel you're missing, gotcha. You can just binge on through. Can you pinch, zoom, and scroll with your fingers on the e-reader? Would be nice for manga. I don't know that I tried, because usually just tapping takes you to the next page. But yeah, in general, I think I'd prefer to have those physical, but I don't like to read if I don't have the whole series. That was one thing when I was trying to like find more stuff to read. I was just looking for like finished series, because I don't want to end up in another Game of Thrones situation. I was just like, completed trilogies, please. That's what I'm looking for. I haven't started it yet, but I have The Thing, The Witch, and The Worm by Christopher Bellini. Oh, one of the books after Aragon. Gotcha. Okay. You know, my brother loved that series, and I never read it. And I had that thought. It's like, should I go back and read that? The quality of Siege. Oh, okay, some are better than others. I mean, that's Warhammer books in general, I think. I think finding those authors you like and maybe sticking to some of that can be a good way to go. Warhammer in general is a little hit or miss. Hey, Shadowson, welcome in. Get a core understanding the heresy. Definitely recommend just jumping to Siege of Terra. Yeah. I think that's probably all I would. Unless there's another that just people really love. Probably all I'll do. Welcome in, how are you? We're working on some Tiny Knights today. I feel like those would be worth reading through. Saturnine this week. Saturnine or Warhawk. I feel like Saturnine is one that I've seen a lot of people have liked. I think the nice part with things being a little hit or miss is the community generally agrees on the hits. So it's easy to get some recommendations. In general, a lot of people agree on the good ones. Alright, you can see what that second highlight does for us. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of one on the lance until we figure out what exactly we're doing. I just don't want to do too much, knowing that I will probably have to touch it up anyway. So. Okay, small stretch, and then we're in the final push for these guys today. I never have them in my store. I just need to order them, I guess. Probably the easiest, yeah. Saturday was good for moments. OCW would do animations up. Oh, great, Mortis is the one I just got in. And then once everyone's like, you can skip it. You know what I want? I want more of our little snack we have. I'll check it out. I don't know if works have matured much. I've always been told he's somewhat above average young adult author by his credits. I think that was the thing I was running into when I was looking at recommendations too. I don't mind the young adult stuff for like in between big series. Something I can kind of read through quickly is kind of nice to have. If the story's still good, I don't mind. They're full of crap. Sorry, he's really good. Definitely matured a lot. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get these hatch things before I forget. And I think these are also supposed to be silver. I'll go ahead and grab them. They are now. So, executive decision made. And I'm gonna eat my snack. This is really good. I feel like this also is over. Again, it is now. Young adult stuff is young adult stuff. It has to deal and acknowledge teenage angst. I can relate to that, though. I can go back to teen angst Nikki. Adult Nikki still has a lot of angst. I think that's fine. What we snacking? Well, we tried another Japanese snack. We tried... This is the packaging. It's like a corn cereal dipped in chocolate. And it's pretty good. Pretty crunchy. Pretty crunchy. Gotta head out, Ravenlord. We'll see you later. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. Go read Dune, then worry about the other stuff. That's another intimidating series. Mistborn. That Mousebait has in chat. Sorry, I wanted to reply quickly, but I had a mouthful of corn snack. Yeah, Mistborn is the one that I need to start. It is the smaller of kind of his series that he's known for. Have you read The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel? I have heard of that, but I have not read it, no. The name is familiar, though. A series of modern young adult fantasy is my favorite. Oh, magic system thing. I do love unique magic systems. Anytime that's in like a book review, I'm like, okay, it's on the list. I do like unique magic systems. Just read Dune. It's pretty much good, even by itself. Okay. That's what's like, don't even worry about the rest of it. Been decades since I revisited Dune, says Avian. Was book 1 or 3 explain the subtext? There's just text in book 1 about the theme. Yeah, I thought the intent was you're thinking about it throughout the series. Was the impression I got. But I have only ever seen the movies, so. I saw someone say Dune is all about the white man savior. I wanted to put it and explain, woo man, you missed the whole point of the trilogy. Your favorite hard magic system? I don't know. I'll be honest, I tend to like more of the, I think they call it low fantasy, where it's not as much magic. I like when it's kind of grounded in something, and how do I put it? I want to say realistic, but that doesn't make sense. it's not a word that makes sense there. Where it seems like it would be something that could happen. I don't know how to put that otherwise. But yeah, I like something a little bit more grounded. I'm just reading chat here. The main uniqueness in the way the magic in that series is written is everyone has an aura with a unique scent when they cast spells. One of the main or early villains reeked of sulfur and rotten eggs. One of the main characters smell like vanilla. That's interesting. Realistic makes sense. Closer to reality than not. Doesn't mean it's real. Yeah. The very high magic, high fantasy stuff I tend to have a harder time with. Some of it's still very interesting, but I'm not usually as interested, if that makes sense. I'm kind of the same with sci-fi, where the more kind of grounded I tend to prefer. Good answer, not godly power. Yeah, I think. As long as it's not going nuts. Or like Full Metal Alchemist, where you need to... Yes, when there's a... Yeah, that's a good way to put it. When there is either a consequence or a thing that must be done to do it, I tend to prefer stuff like that. That's a good analogy for it, or a good example of the type I tend to like as well, where it's not just constantly doing spells and stuff. And the Warded Man, I've not heard of that. I'll stop at the third book if you don't want to see it go off the rails. Okay. I feel like maybe if I get my way through what I've already got on my list, maybe I add Dune. Will probably be a while if I do, but I will keep that in mind. Only go to 3, maybe. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you for talking books with me, because I don't know, it's been really nice just getting back to reading. Because when I was a kid, I would devour books. I would read all the time. Like, my parents could not keep up with me reading books. I was constantly at the library. I would read so much. And then, like, as I grew up, I fell out of the habit. And I got really sad about it. And it's been really nice just getting back to it. So thank you, chat, for talking books with me. I was really kind of sad when I realized that the habit was just kind of gone. I missed it a lot. It's been really nice again. I feel a little guilty getting the Kindle because it means I'm not at the library. Because we do have, like, cards for our local library, which is very nice. But man, it makes it so much easier to read for like longer time. Dune, God Emperor of Dune, then Messiah is good. Children of Dune's pretty skippable. But my reading to boxes. I love my pulp fiction and like my literature. I can sort out what is what. It's fair. I read damn near everything. Fortunately, I don't write fast enough. I think that's kind of what I was realizing when I was putting like my list of what I want to read together. It's like, oh my goodness, I've missed so much stuff. Like, I'm gonna be reading old stuff for quite a while before I get into anything releasing here recently. I've got so much. It's a new backlog. Oh no. What have I done, Jet? Phil, welcome in. We have Tiny Knights. Here are my little Lancers. We're going House Caesarean. They are gonna go with. Clean my brush. My War Master Titan for Legio Krytos. So here is our War Master and our Tiny Knight. They're adorable together. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I've got. Are you also working on some Tiny Knights or Tiny Titans? Welcome, welcome. I am trying to get my force together so I can play. So I have a War Master, a Warlord done. I have 2 Warhounds very close. They need to be magnetized. And then these are my first of Little Knights. So that's what I've got so far. Welcome on in. We're happy to have you. No, that's just fine. There's a lot of X does Y. And Z saves X. Or whatever, yeah. So I'd like to recommend Orcanomics, Book 1 of the Dark Prophet Saga. It's fun, clever, has a lot of topical commentary and things going on today. It doesn't beat you over the head with it. The 3rd book just came out end of last year. Audio came out a few weeks ago. Let me write that down. Sounds kind of interesting. I should remember that. Orcanomics. That's a unique enough name that I will probably remember that when I get back to my window shopping of books that I keep doing. Need to work on your Ursa's claws? That's right. Oh, you can fire them at Adepticon. Okay, I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything else small I can do before I wrap up to get some lunch, because I am hungry. A little snack is great, but I need something more. Let's go ahead and get the cables. We can also go ahead and like split our shield, which I do want to do. Need to see which way they split theirs. Very nice, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you read Terry Pratchett? Not yet. I have one on my list. Yeah. Go read, yes, it is on the list. So Avian, I don't remember if you were in here. I think the next thing I want to read, because I'm finishing the 3-body problem. I'm on the last book right now. I think I'm going to read some like one-off stuff in Project Hail Mary from the Martian author. I think is what I'm going to read next. But I think I'm going to hop around a little bit before I get to my next series. I just need a little break, something smaller. Before I dive in. That senior series is like 5 books, I think. It should be done. I don't remember. I read them in high school. Yeah, that's the hard part. All these things are giant series. All right, we're gonna get a black on our cables. And we'll check the shields. I'm not sure which way to do that. We'll just end there. Otherwise, get that today. His humor is very spot on, very English. It does feel like a nice thing to kind of break up the big series, if that makes sense. If I need to step away from something for a minute. All right, let's look at our photos or our references and see how they did if they matched or if they flip-flopped. Just finding this having thing is very interesting. Okay, that one matches. What's everyone doing? Images. That one's all black. That one matches. All black. Matches. What do I want to do? If I do the all black, we might be able to put... I think it'd be easier. Well, So I really want to put the Ankh on there. But it's also halved. Okay. How do I want to do that? You headed out, Mousebait? I think we're right behind you here. Make the boy have to make mama coffee before I die. Sounds good. We'll catch you next time. Your bridging can start anywhere, honestly. They're only set in the same universe. I downloaded a like a graphic that was like, if you want this type, like start here, and then that kind of goes through different things. So I was going to use that to jump in. You know, I'm going to think about the tilting shields. We got a lot done. There's really not a whole lot more for them. So at this point, we have the shields that I will do. I have to decide if I want to do like a little OSL on the weapons and the shields. Yeah, they're mostly done. Which is nice. It's nice that we could work these up together in about a stream and a little extra. I'll do that, and also the banners. I'll probably throw some checkers on there. But they're basically done. So thank you, chat, for voting for them to get them out of the backlog, to get them painted, and ready for next Adepticon. I'm excited to add them to my Titans. So we're going to wrap up here today, just a little bit early, so I can go get some lunch. Tomorrow, I think, the rest of the schedule, and I don't know which day will be which, we have the Lion to get back to. This is for a custom chapter, so we're going purple for Lionel Johnson. We also have my fermented river monks, or drunken monks, for Malifaux that I do want to bring back on for my April challenge. So one day will be that, one day will be the other. We'll see how we feel. But we'll have a little bit of Warhammer and a little bit of Malifaux for the rest of this week. If you'd like to see what else I'm working on, here are my socials. I've been posting a bunch of my Seraphon right now. I've got some more to post here soon. We also have our Discord if you want to come hang out in between streams. If you're a subscriber, make sure you link your Discord and your Twitch for the subscriber lounge. And then YouTube. We're going to be working on Vashtor this week for YouTube. We're going to do another video and some tutorials with him, so you can check that out there. But yeah, hope everyone has a good rest of your weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for the support, and see you then. Bye-bye!